Hello everyone, welcome to Saturday Night Speedway 120. We're super excited you're with us. We're brought to you here by Finley Mazda from Henderson down at the Valley Auto Mall. And we are here live from the HyperX Esports Arena here in Las Vegas at the Luxor Hotel and Casino. My name is Knight and I'm joined alongside by Vonnie. Other way around, but it's okay. We're basically the same. We're the same individuals. I just don't drink as much Nesquik as he does. But we're super excited you're with us. We have so much going on in terms of qualifiers tonight. We got 3 qualifiers tonight. Vonnie, what are you looking forward to tonight so far?
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of great racing, so I'm always looking forward to that, see what these competitors can bring to the table. And obviously, as I always say, each and every single night, I would love to see if there's a potential new SNS champion out there. But we only have to wait 3, maybe 4 qualifiers, followed by a second chance in the grand finals. And don't forget the semis as well.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. There's 34 people, so if I'm doing the rough math in my head, I'm borderline sure that nearly everybody, or if not all but one individual here tonight, will advance into a second round. So definitely do not go anywhere because there's going to be a lot of action tonight, and more than likely you're going to be playing more than once to some degree. So we'll be probably getting into that at some point pretty soon. But qualifier number 1, they're all on stage. They are getting ready to go. Super excited, and we do have some returning players too coming back from college. That's another thing to look out for. I know Frog was back. I'm seeing Burger with Cheese here in this qualifier, who was a threat in some earlier SNSs. So going to be really exciting, Vonnie.
Absolutely, but they will be considered the OG members of SNS before they had to go do other things for the time being. However, because they've been away from SNS for a while now, we'll have to see if they've held up their skills over time just to prepare for the new challengers that have been coming ever since we came back.
Yeah, that's incredibly true. I mean, there are some players here that are playing for their very first time. There are some players here that have been playing since the inception of SNS. And a majority of the players here tonight do play online in their spare time, and they go into a variety of different tournaments as well. So it's really exciting. But speaking of tournaments, we're going to be going into the tournament format here for Saturday Night Speedway tonight. We got 34 participants. They'll all be starting in the qualifier stage. We're going to have 4 tracks in each qualifier, and there will be points based off of how you finish in each race. First place will get 15 points, going all the way down to 12th place, which will get 1 point. And the top 22 players will advance directly into the semifinals, and then the remaining 12 will go into the second chance. So this being said, everybody will play twice tonight. So just keep that in mind. The remaining races will be determined, the final 2 from the semifinals, or I guess if that makes sense. So second chance battle will feature the remaining 12. The top 2 will advance into the semifinals from second chance. 200cc Baby Park. It's crazy, it's chaotic, and we'll get more into that later. And then that will shape up the top 24 players to go across in 6 races, and then the top 6 will advance into the grand finals. So it's going to be very exciting.
And just to clarify, top 6 of each semifinals. But obviously, this is going to be a tough challenge, especially for those who haven't been here before. We're always more than happy to bring out new folks. But let's also go ahead and talk about the prize pool of what they'll be getting, which is a total of $700, and it's divvied up between first and 12th place. So as long as you make it to the grand finals, you are getting something in return. The first place getting $200, second place getting $100, third place getting $70, fourth place getting $55, fifth place getting $45, sixth and seventh place getting $37 respectively, followed by 8th and 9th place getting $33, and 10th through 12th will be getting $30. So as long as you make it to the grand finals, you'll be getting your money back and then some.
Yeah, you're still profiting, and you're still going to be able to pay for your bar tab or even walk away with some change. It's super exciting. I think we see, oh, what's up, Morzilla? How's it going? I haven't seen you in forever.
Oh,
nice.
The Mozilla crew.
And yeah, I'm just really excited. There's a lot of returning players here tonight. And I think the one thing, if you're brand new, that is a little bit different between the qualifiers and the semis is that you go off of the total points from the quals, top 6 in the semis. That being said, we're going to get right into it. Let's go right into the action in the hype video here.
Oh, but before that, one last thing that we do need to mention, though, that if you are brand new to SNS, as we are streaming live once again, so for any new folks that are out there, stay tuned. We have a lot of great action. We love your support, and we love hosting this event every single week possible whenever it is available.
Definitely. So stay tuned, and I'm really excited. We are getting everything queued up here for this qualifier. We normally do go into our hype video, which we get into the action on, and I'm excited. I mean, we've got all the random track picks coming in here tonight. Every track pick will be random except for Second Chance. So I'm really curious. Maybe we'll have to make some predictions as we get into some of the earlier races and see what's going on. But I'm excited. Again, Batter Cookie, Immortal, Quest, Ariel, Sports Joey, Burger with Cheese. We got FaZe, Super Amy, Giga, Juju, Lampshade, and Ethan all in this one. And it's gonna be wild. First of 3 qualifiers here tonight.
Anytime I ever see the word FaZe, I think of FaZe Clan. So maybe that's actually a member of FaZe Clan here tonight. I don't know, but that's always something that's always come up to me. I think that's kind of cool. And I know some of these players are also, as you mentioned earlier, they play online and they play on teams as well. So they build up their skills over time, not just for the LAN scene, but for online as well. So there is places to go as well if you want to get some more Mario Kart action.
Yeah, that's great. And yes, there's so many players that play online. There's a whole community online. Majority of the players are playing either together or against each other in a 162 team league. And yeah, I was just told, I don't want to whip up my phone just yet for the Twitch chat, but if Ariel gets first, he will buy me a drink, apparently. So
what kind?
I'm rooting. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I appreciate that, Ariel. And without any further ado, let's get right into the action.
Are you ready to get this started?
Welcome back as we get started on Rainbow Road, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition. Woo! And we're going to be starting off with this Toad in hand as he has triple greens. Could be damaging, and this is Sports Joey's perspective.
Sometimes you do see Batter Cookie switch to Toad from Waluigi, but Joey's going to be going a little wider, has these triple greens in 5th. This is going to be a good position for him because with that cannon glider, it kind of manipulates your distance a little bit from first place. It does tend to give you a better item. I think in that case, he didn't get anything super crazy, but plenty of action still yet to come. Immortal Man here is Dry Bowser here on a big heavyweight loadout, going to be taking the early lead.
Well, even with Dry Bowser, like I've seen Immortal do plenty of different things throughout the experience that I've had with him through SNS, and he is a one-time SNS champion. Like, I have no issues seeing him picking whatever character that he wants because I know he knows this track. He knows all these other 47 tracks well enough that he can experiment a little bit, especially since this is the qualifying round for him.
Yeah, you were looking there at Ariel Apostle. He's one of the inward players. You saw him. He actually had to brake going in between some of those turns. This is not a good track for him just based off of his loadout. If you're a fan like I am now, apparently, being a little bit biased because I have a drink on the line. But Batter Cookie, though, is in first here. He is past Immortal Man, and he is just currently chilling a little bit. Has that banana in the back pocket and has a pretty big gap over 2 other Waluigis. That's likely going to be Quest and potentially burger with cheese. We'll have to take a look there. Ariel, though, back here in 6th with the start. And you're going to kind of see him lean in. He's going to be braking a little bit, and he is going to be getting some of those mini turbos. You just got to be a little bit careful there. Takes a good line. Looks like Joey fell off and a few others as Quest moves back to 6th.
Absolutely, and Aeropostale, like this track is not in favor for him just because of the style of drifting that he has. And the shot comes in and ruins Amoro's chance of taking first place as he was hit on glider, allowing Batter Cookie to keep his lead. And this is before he can even get hit by the boxes. But there is a blue show coming in. This might just ruin his day, or he might just pass by. Oh wait!
Yeah, the blue show going to be the great equalizer here, as we do see a player there passing Batter Cookie at the line. Is that Quest? Is that going to be somebody else? Joey going to be getting 3rd, and that's going to be Burger with Cheese. And what you saw there was the shock coming into play. We call it a target shock in the competitive scene because that shock actually hurt Immortal Man the worst.
Oh,
so Immortal Man getting 6th. And that actually helped first place, helped Batter Cookie, but it was pretty clear that somebody ended up coming in the back with a really good item there in Burger with Cheese. Able to get his first one back in the first qualifier. We haven't seen Burger with Cheese in quite some time.
I know, it's actually a good return to see one of the original SNS players coming back after a long period of absence, and he's showing that even though he's been gone, he's still coming in, hitting hard, and it's going to show all these other players who've been missing some of these OGs what real SNS is all about.
Yeah, this qualifier, I mean, looking at the names again, it's a pretty stacked qualifier. I mean, naturally it will be when there's going to be 34 players in the tournament, and you got some matchups coming in pretty early, and something's going on. I want to know what you guys are laughing at up there.
I know.
It's
a party going in the back.
It's a party. I mean, man, feels really lively. We got a lot of players that are playing some games. We got some. Is that RuneScape? That's RuneScape.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, of course this is going to be a loud event. Think about it. This used to be a former nightclub.
Yeah, this used to be LAX, not the airport, but LAX, the nightclub.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That was an actual thing. But it looks like there might have to be some issues going on. We have to restart the rooms because someone lost connection. So there is a course that's being picked, but we're going to have to wait for everyone to get out and reset the room. And
yeah, that can happen sometimes. But yeah, this would have been Donut Plains 3. Cool track. But we're going to keep on keeping on here. We're going to be getting back into the racing momentarily. So that first race, by the way, still counts. We're going to have 3 more coming up here in just a moment as we're going to be getting that all straightened out and reset, ready to go. But I'm excited for tonight. I mean, this is my first time back. I was a little bit under the weather in a few weeks. And yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't been casting with you in a hot minute.
I know, it's been a hot minute. Like, I've been casting with Tom, and then there was I believe it was last week that both Tom and Nor were not here, so I had to cast with a Smash player who wasn't that bad. He was actually really decent, but it's good to cast with you as well because it's always good to have multiple people who know about this game long enough to talk about.
Nicky's the man. I know we never crossed paths really, but yeah, he's awesome. He was casting last night, I think, with Austin for Knockdown, which is the Super Smash Brothers tournament. There's also Guilty Gear, Tekken. Man, Big Daddy Gamble fan, by the way. I gotta say it. Nobody here probably knows who that is, but he's this player in Tekken that is just so good, and it's so much fun to watch. Never could really get into Smash Brothers personally, but I mean, there's lots of different fighting games, and we have some really cool players here from the Vegas community on the fighting side.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, when I cast with No Man of Nick, I got a chance to see a little bit of his Smash Bros. Skills. Dude is off the charts. He wipes the floor with me here, but vice versa when it comes to Mario Kart, it's the opposite.
Yeah. And I know we were playing today in a league match. We had 2. We narrowly lost the first one, and then we kind of dominated that second one in 200cc. So by the way, this is all 150cc. It's a little bit slower than what we're talking about. It is the more mainstream, normal format, but we do play in a higher speed league, and we got a few players here on the team as well that ended up doing pretty good. Funny Name, Ankles, Rarksty, who sometimes travels here as well. Man, it's just so lively here tonight. It's just interesting hearing the back and forth and the atmosphere just kind of rising up, and we're very close here to getting this race started right now.
Absolutely. As we are waiting, and again, we have a bunch of fantastic racers coming in to the fray, going to show us all their skills. They want to prove to stop our current reigning, 5, 6-time repeat champion, Funny Name, and take over the reins themselves. But in order to do that, they also have to be able to show us that they have good item management skills on top of having good racing lines, whatever gets you to the finish line the fastest, with or without items for no item shortcuts, and as well as being able to manage tough situations so where they can get in what we call Mario Kart. You have to find a way to avoid that. And they're going back to the same track they just played.
I'm going to see what the Twitch chat's saying. We got Free Dizzle in the chat. Quest, who is in this qualifier. But we're going back to Rainbow Road. Oh, man.
All right, Rainbow Road for the second time tonight. And the second track we played because we just got off this course. So all these players should have some familiarity with it. There is some changes that I've seen within some of the folks' loadout. But will that change? Who our victors are going to be? Only time will tell. As we are on Burger with Cheese's Pav.
The real loser here is Ariel Fossil. Just unfortunate RNG, but he's a good enough player to kind of react to this. This is Lampshade here in the Bone Rattler and Metal Mario. Cool loadout here as he's going to be getting passed there by that player in Pod 8. This is Juju here in 11th. Going to be on one of the sports cars there with monster tires and a Shy Guy loadout. Kind of reminds me a little bit of your loadout there in 200, Vonnie. And this is Ethan here as well in 8th.
How does that remind you of my loadout? I play one particular loadout. I just changed my character, if anything.
Shy Guy.
Okay, Shy Guy with the cart loadout does not mix. But anyway, let's go back to Super Amy. Probably the biggest Sonic the Hedgehog fan here, but that loves the Amy. As he unfortunately fell off the track, and we're going to be moving on to Quest, who's in 5th place, trying to chase up the other 4 and get in the first place himself. As he has this start of boot, he's probably going to time it on the glider in case a shock does happen.
Yeah, and for Quest as well, playing as Inkling Girl, I don't see any crazy shenanigans in play yet, but we do have some multiple builds, so I wouldn't be surprised if somebody pulled something here pretty soon. Burger with Cheese here in 3rd. He was the winner. He's your reigning champion here of this track from a race ago. Shot coming into play, and that is going to help Immortal Man.
Quest fell off.
Quest falling off, and that is karma because, something's happening there with Quest. Oh, he took his hands off the controller. But Immortal Man able to dodge, and Immortal is in 1st. And if you recall the last race, it was Immortal Man that actually took the brunt. Yeah. So
this is going to be crazy. Let's see if Immortal Man can actually take the advantage of the shock this time, because last time it did work against him. He has 2 shrooms still left to go, followed by the green, so he has some defense. And there is a blue coming into play. If he times one of his mushrooms correctly, he can dodge that blue. And he times it perfectly.
Goes around a lap player there. Is going to have this green shell there for defense. Oh, pulls more defense. That's a really lucky pull. Avoids that other red. And this is going to be all Immortal Man here in race number 2.
Immortal Man getting 1st place, trying to show everyone that the first race was a fluke. But Batter Cookie still performing phenomenal. Getting 2nd for the 2nd time on this track.
Yeah, that consistency is really going to be helping Batter Cookie there in the standings. We're still waiting for some more players to finish here. And it looks like, we're still racing here for some of the bottom spots right now. See 11th there in a Bill. And we're keeping on. I see that Ariel got 7th. And there you have it. It looks like the time limit is hit. So, Joey, where did Joey finish?
Joey finished in 5th place.
Yeah, so that shock really just kind of a neutralizer there for some players in between both races.
Absolutely. And Immortal Man took advantage because he got lucked out the first time around. This time he decided, you know what? We're not doing that again. But we do have racers on deck ready for qualifier number 2, and that's going to be Bear. We're going to need Jadex. We're going to need Bruh, Kansai, Mr. Scooty, JJ107, Cass, XGGX, Shoot, Slider with Cheese, Sweet Baby Jesus, and what's that last one?
Nudie 22, I think.
I believe so. If it's not Nudie, I'm going to say something else. Thinking like Nutella.
Definitely not Nutella.
Definitely not.
Well, this is really weird because now we're going back to Donut Plains 3, which would have been the track
original
that
track.
we would have had we had not reset the lobby.
I think the RNG gods.
The RNG gods right now are
they just want us to play these tracks in the way they intended.
They're feeling some type of way, and honestly, I'm not trying to say the wrong thing to jeopardize that. But Joey here, going to be with a banana now up in 4th, going to be getting a few coins. Looks like he's down at around 5 coins right now based off of where he started. So he's going to keep on trucking there. This is Giga here in 6th. Fun loadout here. This is Dry Bones in the Streetle and going to be trying to draft up on that player there beside him and ends up doing so successfully.
Not an uncommon loadout. I've seen this loadout a few times online as we are going to transition to FaZe, who isn't last right now, but does have double mushroom, so he might be planning out trying to stall and trick everyone who knows what they're planning.
Yeah, that top trigger really good for your item usage there if you're able to fire some of those off. Joey here does get the single box. Good move for him, kind of going to the outside and using that backhammer to avoid the bill. Shot coming into play. Oh, Joey's trying to eye those ground shrooms, but it doesn't work out for him.
And here's Ariel Postal. He's going to get hit by this blue, and he has nothing to stop it, and he gets destroyed as someone else is passing him onto this final lap of Donut Plains 3.
And he only got the coin. He got screened out from the other box. That is going to be Burger with cheese, I think, or Immortal probably. I think Immortal's that Rosalina. And Immortal actually gets hit out as that was him, and he's going to be able to get this double here in 5th place. Meanwhile, the battle is up between Battered Cookie and Ariel, but also keep an eye out for Immortal Man. You saw him have those mushrooms there.
You gotta be careful of that.
They're going around FaZe. Yeah, FaZe hasn't been using his items though, and Ariel's able to go ahead and hang on for it. Battered Cookie finishing 2nd, and Immortal with those mushrooms going to be able to go ahead and get 3rd.
Good job by all these folks entirely. They've been showing nonstop how phenomenal these races can be and how chaotic it can be as well. Joey, to me, it looks like he had those double bananas for such a long period of time until the shock happened. I don't know if he just kept trying to transition for other items and he just kept holding on to like a different banana as he kept shuffling. I don't know. But I think he still did a good job overall. That's just something I've noticed as I've been watching everyone's perspectives.
We're going to be heading into the final race of qualifier number 1. Here in just a moment, we had 2 Rainbow Roads, Donut Plains 3.
1 DP3.
And 1 DP3. And what is race number 4 going to be? We're seeing a loadout change here from the player in the 3rd pot. That's going to be Quest.
I'm going to say Mario Circuit. That's my guess.
MC8?
Yeah, MC8.
I'm going to go Yoshi Valley for this one. Lock that answer in.
And neither of us are right.
It's going to be the dentist, as some people call it, because they don't like this track and they don't want to go there. So we're going to be heading to the dentist, a.k.a. Ribbon Road. This is going to be another good one. So a front-running track, a track that you can sandbag a little bit, multiple shortcuts in the middle part of the track, and multiple areas where you can take ending cuts at the end. So it's going to be very exciting to see how this is going to play out. We're on board here with the Mortal Man, who is in 3rd place to start trying to get the draft there on Battered Cookie and likely Burger with cheese. He's going to go ahead and take the whole shot here and run in 1st place.
That early lead is going to help him out. Burger with cheese had to be careful. Thankfully, that red wasn't going after him, but he is going to go for the single item box instead of the double. As you can see, some of the points up there at the top right, I don't know if that's going to be completely accurate or they just haven't been updated yet, but you can kind of see where some of our players are at right now within the standings. As Burger with cheese is going for this double, is trying to find a way to pass everyone else who is in front of him to get 1st place on his own.
This is Super Amy here, going to be getting a golden mushroom and a blue. Going to be not taking the shortcut, going a little bit wide here, taking the scenic route, taking in the sights here, seeing the toads. Has this blue shell. That's going to be a little bit monumental if she fires that off. Battered Cookie is going to be the public enemy here that could be hit with that. And the blue shell is out and underway.
Blue shell is out, so Battered Cookie has nothing to dodge it, so I don't know if he's going to do what we call the after you, but he did not have any time to even perform that. As he is going to try to take the shortcut, gets blue, but he's still safely on the shortcut.
He stopped at just the right point. Great awareness from Battered Cookie there to be able to not get adjusted.
Ooh.
And man, these shocks have been brutal on 3rd and 4th place. Battered Cookie and Quest likely going to be riding into the sunset here as everybody 3rd on back really getting hit pretty hard there from that shock, but we do see that Ariel Apostle and a few other players had been able to dodge that shock, and they're coming up here now with a star.
Then we got Battered Cookie, and again, you said that was Ariel Apostle in the front?
Oh no, that's Battered Cookie, and I believe that's going to be Burger with cheese.
All right, then Burger with cheese just got hit out by Battered Cookie with one of the reds. He still has the coin to work with. He's going to hold on to that in case the ghost happens. But Battered Cookie with bad luck. There's a 2nd blue coming in. Will he pass the finish line before that blue even touches him?
He won't be able to make it. Looks like FaZe there is also in the mix. And, nearly gets hit there by FaZe, but it's not going to matter. Batter Cookie's still going to be able to hang on and win, and actually just snipes out Immortal. We caught it a little bit late. I mean, you got to be on your reflexes there to be able to catch that stuff, guys. Yeah, but it happened just so quickly. I mean, man, just the no look back, and Immortal was in the wrong place there at the wrong time.
Absolutely. Sports Joey is getting second place, and third place was Ariel Apostle as well. So good job on all of them. We didn't get to see too much of Sports Joey this race because we kept having our focus, our attention on Batter Cookie just because he's been showing so much dominance. Even with 2 blue shells against him, he still had a good enough lead against the rest of his opponents.
Yeah, and he was really smart too. He knew that he had to take the hit, and he made sure he positioned himself in a way that would allow him to minimize the damage of that hit and continue on with some momentum. And that is going to likely do it there for qualifier number 1. We're going to be getting the standings coming up here momentarily. Let's whip out the phone. Let's see what's going on here in the Twitch chat. We got Dadonglo. SNS Rainbow wrote 4 times. That did not happen. We got Buddy Boy and Lost in there, but we do have highlights.
Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So we start off in the first Rainbow Row where Batter Cookie just lost his first place opportunity against Burger with Cheese. Just narrowly avoiding that. And here we are on the second Rainbow Row where Immortal Man was able to dodge that blue and secure first place because he got tormented the last time.
Yeah, Karma really came back around, and for Ariel having a really good run here on Donut Plains 3, they're getting hit by the blue going into second, but ended up taking the win there over Batter Cookie, getting a little bit of redemption after getting some rough track picks there his first 2 races.
And Batter Cookie is taking the lead on Rainbow Road. Almost suffered a painful hit at the end, but thankfully he had the invincibility frames in order to secure first place, even though he had 2 blues against him, which is just insane. There's a lot of blue shells this time around, very early on for SNS, and some of you don't see that often.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is the lap players played a little bit of a factor in that one. FaZe ended up getting target shocked by that shock, ended up getting that star in there at the end, and almost starred first place, and that happens sometimes. But really well done. And we do have the scores here for qualifier number 1. So that's going to be Batter Cookie with 51 out of a possible 60 points, by the way, in first. Immortal in second with 41. Burger with Cheese is 1 back from Immortal there in third. Ariel, 2 back from Immortal there in fourth. And Sports Show with 38 points. Quest 34. Giga with 24 points. Ethan with 18. Then it's Super Amy, Juju, Lampshade, and FaZe rounding out the group. And again, still with 34 players, it's likely that everyone's going to be playing a second time, so don't go anywhere.
Just look at that point spread between second and fifth. Literally, all of them are almost like 1 point difference. And then when you look at first place, it shows how Batter Cookie was able to dominate this competition throughout this qualifier.
And I know Batter Cookie picked up like a win, but it was just he was so consistent with those second place finishes as well, and that really helped him. And with all the other players just kind of getting a little bit messed up there in various races for whatever reason, like Immortal getting target shocked at the beginning, a few other players having some misfortune, it really allowed Batter Cookie's consistency to shine there.
Absolutely, and again, great, phenomenal job by everyone. Again, no matter how you played, stay tuned because you still have a chance to continue on in Saturday Night Speedway, whether it be in second chance or in semifinals. So don't leave. Stay here.
And speaking of that, we are missing Kansai and Bruh. So Kansai and Bruh, make your way to the stage. We are waiting on you. I know you guys are veterans here, so we are waiting on you guys to go ahead and get started. Pod 3 and 4, or you will unfortunately lose your spot.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break right now. A really quick short commercial break of Saturday Night Speedway 120, brought to you by Finley Mazda in Henderson at the Valley Auto Mall. We'll be back with some more Saturday Night Speedway action coming soon. Stay tuned.
We take a peek into the life of a modern human male. He appears to be encountering some difficulty. He seems to be in a state of disorientation, befuddled by his environment. Our subject is at his wit's end, but then he makes a discovery.
Life isn't 2D, so don't listen in 2D. Get the HyperX Cloud Orbit featuring Odyssey planar magnetic drivers and Waves NX 3D audio technology. Experience ultra-realistic 3D audio and game like you live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Saturday Night Speedway. We are getting ready for qualifier number 2. And I just realized something. I was taking a look at the Twitch chat. And I was trying to figure out the name of that player that was talking a lot. And it's actually Dadong.
Dadong?
But it's Dadong. I thought it was like Dadong, like Dadong. I was like, what? No, it's Dadong. So Dadong, appreciate you being in the Twitch chat. And we are getting qualifier 2 ready to go here right now. I think we found Kansai and Bruh, so that's good. We're going to be going ahead and getting things started. And we got a pretty solid lineup in this one. I mean, I think everybody pod 7 and up has basically been a regular, and we have some new players that could potentially play spoiler here too. So this should be a very exciting qualifier.
Exciting qualifier indeed, as we got Bear, we got Jadex, Bruh, Kansai, Mr. Scooty, JJ107. That's what I was waiting for. Cass, XGG Shoot, Slider with Cheese, Sweet Baby Jesus, and Nudie. Hopefully that's the right way to say it. If not,
Yeah, I think so. And we're going to be going. Yes, it is. We got the approval.
Oh, no.
So it is Nudie 22. I love the number 22. It's my lucky number.
That's your
We're going to be heading into the action here in just a little bit. Oh, by the way, I did get your message, Ariel. I'm good for right now. I have planned through an injury. I got my numbing cream here. Got the canker in the side of my mouth, so I just kind of dabbed this thing up. It's been tough to drink. And I know Vonnie over here has got his industrial supply of his strong bones medicine ready to go that he'll chug whenever he deems fit. We're going ahead. We're getting a few of the players set up here. What's really interesting about this qualifier is we're going to have Bear, who is pod number 1, Ani United, Twitch partner, big, well, actually, he's the creator of this tournament as well, too. And the fact that it's been running for, like nearly 3+ years is incredible. So shout out there to Bear. We got Jadex. Besides, you definitely up there, one of the top inward players here of this tournament. His brother, Bruh, in pod 3. Also a factor. Kansai, who's been up and coming as well. Mr. Scooty, who has been a mainstay here of the tournament. And then definitely the crowd favorite, JJ107. You can't rule him out as well, too. He sometimes plays a little bit more of a unique inward style, but he gets that from his family. So it'll be interesting to see how he's going to do. And Cass as well has been a semifinals contender. And then we have plenty of others. XGG Shoot, Slider with Cheese, maybe in relation to Burger with Cheese.
That's what I'm thinking.
We got Sweet Baby Jesus, and then we got Nudie. So a lot of different players here that can really spice things up. And with everybody playing twice, you could have a monster run. There's been a few players that have done the trifecta or even a quadruple fecta. I think I might hold the record for the most number of rounds I've gone through. I think in a single night I went through 7 rounds, or 5 or 6 or 7. I had to do 3 tiebreakers. 3 tiebreakers, second chance, semis, and finals. By the time I got to finals, I think I got like dead last. But
oh no,
you got to respect the grind, and a lot of these players here still have the ability to go ahead and even with a rough result in their qualifier, they can still advance into those final spots.
Again, we're only going to see more amazing track as these races are actually starting to get started, ready to go. We're going to be seeing some more crazy action. Bear has been known to create a lot of fantastic highlights throughout his SNS career. I wouldn't be surprised if he creates any more tonight, especially on Toad Harbor. That just seems to be the highlighted track.
Yeah, Toad Harbor and Baby Park. I don't know where Mega is here. He's somewhere throughout the building, but Mega, you did get posterized. It's okay. I've been posterized too in clips here, but yeah, not Mega, but Bear and Knives have been known, especially on Baby Park, and even on Toad Harbor, to just make posterizable clips that end up on ESPN Esports, which unfortunately no longer exists. But for now, hopefully it comes back. We're going to be going to Wario's Gold Mine here for the first race of qualifier number 2. This is going to be a little bit of a drafter. You're going to be seeing some Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby style drafting up in
Ricky Bobby style.
Yeah, that's how you should. You got to water it down, Vonnie. You got to educate, the parents who are here just sitting and
Nothing
watching
wrong
their
with some
their,
little bit
their,
of
their kids.
education. Just I don't suspect to hear that name too often, but we are starting on Warriors Gold Mine. And we're going to follow Mr. Scooty. He got the draft, which allowed him to get in the first place early on. Let's see if he'll be able to hold on to that lead. And ain't Mr. Scooty also the father of Battered Cookie?
Mr. Scooty, yes, is the dad of Battered Cookie. Sometimes they're his daughter and Batter Cookie's sister sometimes plays as well. Not sure if she's in the lineup tonight, but also a second chance contender to work with here. This is Cass. So Cass right now in 5th, also rocking the blue Yoshi. Their family kind of staying loyal to the Yoshi brand as well. And she's going to be pulling good job getting out of that mushroom and getting into the defense. JJ here, again, going for a little bit more of the non-meta inward, but hey, he's in 2nd place. Bruh, successful dodge here with the blue shell, but that's actually going to be JJ and another player. They're passing him.
Oh,
wow,
JJ
huge
just
move.
dragged someone. Wow.
Huge move there by JJ, and that's going to take out likely the player there in pod number 4.
JJ's going to take this double item box to prevent Bruh from having any type of career damage for JJ. JJ, I don't know if he's trying to drag or just trying to hold on to that green for defense. And you got Bruh's brother Jadex here as well, falling right behind. Another inward player with triple greens. That could be triple dangerous and a mushroom.
Yeah, the brothers, unfortunately. He took them both out. He took his brother and JJ out, and so now Jadex going to be able to have the dodge here.
Right.
And he does get the dodge there, so Jadex now inheriting the lead. And that was really interesting with that Bruh. I was thinking the spacing between Bruh and JJ there would have been.
Oh, and now a shot comes into play that's going to stop a lot of people's momentum.
Yeah, it really will. And right now we do see the brothers there in the top 2. And JJ unfortunately getting mired back. Oh, no, maybe not.
JJ's in 3rd right now.
JJ's still in 3rd. We do have 2 blue Yoshis. And so, oh man,
he's got to
JJ
be very careful that horn. If he times his mushroom too early, Bruh is going to see him pass by and horn him, and that'll end his career.
And Bruh is going to have to use this horn if he wants a shot at catching his brother. A lot of family dynamics here in this one.
No!
JJ hits the banana, and he has no box. But Bruh hits the banana. So JJ's going to go ahead and win here. Who's going to get 2nd? Bruh going all the way back to 4th.
Oh my goodness, 3rd. We got JJ 170. He was able to cover the 3rd. Bruh got 4th place. I don't know who got 2nd. 2nd was pod 4, which happens to be, I don't know who it was.
Pod 4 was the individual that got absolutely obliterated at the beginning. So the karma coming back, I guess. And
nice.
The lighting on the pod, I can't see. But we'll definitely clear that up here in a second.
We do have a birthday, and that happens to be Jadex's birthday today.
Yeah, I think we have 2 birthdays. I think we have Jadex and Ankles.
Ankles, he's also having a birthday.
Yeah, so Jadex, not sure how old you are, but happy birthday. I know for Ankles, it's his 21st birthday.
Ooh, so he can legally drink if he wants to.
So you can flex up, bringing out the ID if he wants to. We do have racers need to get ready on deck here for qualifier number 3. That's going to be funny name, Pidgey, Ankles, the birthday boy, Zavgo, Froggo coming back in action, Gorzilla, who's back as well, Revenge Slayer, 22, The Dong, Real One, Mama Nudie, 22, and Pink Unicorn, 22, rocking the Nudie 22 brand.
The 22 seems to be the fan favorite number.
I love that number. We're going to be going to Yoshi's Circuit, by the way. So this is really going to make things up, mix things up a little bit interesting here. And
speaking of drinking from earlier, I'm going to be having to drink this Nesquik. But as of right now, Bruh is going to take a little bit of a back lead. He's going to be bagging in order to get some stronger items early on. So this is a strategy for anyone who's not familiar with bagging.
I should have known this. But yeah, Pod 4 is 100% Kansai because Kansai has recently been rocking the Tanuki Mario loadout. So,
but now Kansai has changed the character to Baby.
Baby Daisy, yeah. So going to be interesting to see how Kansai does. Kansai going to be sandbagging. There's a few other sandbagging. Man, just in cold blood taking out that player.
XGGX Shoe is in 9th place.
The Circuit Special Monster Tire loadout and Shy Guy. You love to see it.
We always love to see it. He's in the star right now, so no harm can come to him except for falling off the track. Thankfully, he avoided that. Now we're going to be going on to Kansai, who's trying to catch back up with the rest of the pack a little bit early on. Because as a bagger, because you know bagging more than I do, when do you usually want to get back up with the rest of the pack to try to take first yourself?
So with this track, one of the things is if you do have that bill, the bullet bill, the black bullet, essentially what you want to do is you want to take it through the waterfall because it will bring you out. This is Yoshi Circuit, and if you look at the mini map, it actually is in the shape of Yoshi. So if you, depending on how you look at it, if you look at Yoshi's tail or Yoshi's butt, you can actually take the bill from the water throttle to the end of the tail. So that's definitely one of the best places to sandbag here. and really just kind of manipulate your position that way.
Look at Jedix timing so many different reps to hit first place. He's able to do a phenomenal job maintaining first. Now, as a baby Rosa, just want to make this clear, he's usually adult Rosalina, never baby. So this is also new for me to see. And this is probably to his advantage, as Bear is not that far behind.
We haven't even seen Bear this entire first race. I'll tell you one thing, though. Good drag there by Bear. Oh! Okay, if Jadex is going to continue to be this offensive, because that's, I think, been the one thing holding him back in SNS, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with here. And Kansai likely going to lock up second. He is in a league of his own, even in second place. Jadex also just having a big distance between Kansai there. And a big battle there between Cass and then also JJ there for third and fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I think it's time for me to drink a little bit of this.
All right, yeah, you have fun with your Nesquik. Get the strong bones. There's a lot of people, by the way, online that love the Nesquik reference and the fact that I don't even understand what it is. It's just the thing.
All I know is Nesquik for quickness. That's how I get my speed in the
Nesquik
track.
for quickness. So you don't want to, be taking pills that may or may not be performance enhancing. You want to build your strong bones and drink some chocolate milk. I don't even like milk, but I like chocolate milk. Just a weird thing.
Sounds right.
But anyways, as we're going to be going into the next race here, this is a really interesting qualifier. I mean, there's so many lead changes, so many players that I don't even think we've seen yet. Jadex is having a really solid run here at the start.
But will that be enough for him to stop finding who is in the next qualifiers? That is going to be the question of the hour.
RNGesus is
going back
giving
to
us
another track.
A little bit of a deja vu moment here. We're going back to Oreo's Gold Mine, and this.
So are we just going to be playing 2 tracks for every qualifiers? Because that's what.
I don't know, but if it's
happening.
like this in the semis and everything, it's going to be a little bit rough. But didn't Jadex win this too?
No, Jadex was actually, I think he might have.
I think he did, yeah, because it was a crazy battle there at the end between Bruh and JJ.
Bruh and JJ 107.
Yeah, I'm losing my train of thought here a little bit, but the drafting is really going to settle itself out here in a second. Yeah, that is going to be, Kansai switched to his loadout.
Kansai is just switching to 3 different loadouts, I swear, this entire time. But you can see the current standings on the top right. Right now we have Bruh, who's in first place, trying to hold on to that lead from the rest of the pack. I'm trying to see where everyone else is at right now. I think Bear is currently in 10th place, but he's going to buy this time right now. It's going to be at the last second where you're going to really see the transition.
Yeah, that's Bear actually taking out Jadex there. XGGX is unfortunately falling off there and gotten hit, but is going to get a really solid item set here. That's going to be the star in the bill. So
I see someone with a potential item that can be dangerous, and they are in pod 2. I think we know who that is.
That is going to be Jadex there in a star. We see Nudie here in the back there. Going to definitely be the item controller here in this race. But there's XCGX there with the bill. Going to be trying to go up. That is going to be Jadex there throwing fire. Not to be confused with Kansai, who's in the same loadout now. But XCGX moving their way up. This is JJ here. Been in the top 3 or 4 this entire stretch on Wario's Gold Mine. Trying to go ahead and get around this player here on pod 9. Oh man,
what a
good hit.
What a hit by JJ107. He almost got the second one against his Donkey Kong, and he mistimed 2 of them.
Oh man, this Donkey Kong in second looks like a brute force. And it all's going to come down to what items they have. Bruh is defenseless in first. And Bruh is just trying to get to this next item box as quickly as possible. This is a good shot for Bruh, because Bruh's going to be able to get an item here and nothing's really going to be affecting him too much. Does have a little bit of defense. JJ here in second. This is going to be a crucial item pull for him.
I'm trying to see what second place might get, but I don't think they have.
This is smart.
Oh,
JJ should probably let that guy stay in second. He had the triple reds. He could have reeled in first.
Not anymore. Like, he lost all his reds by the time JJ threw it. At least that's what I thought. But Bruh is going to be able to maintain first place. He's created that distance for himself. And there is a blue shell. He's going to wait. He's not going to let second place get hit by the blue. He's just going to take first with that blue.
I think he was just trying to fire off and maybe get a snipe on somebody there. Jadex going to be getting third. I think we saw JJ there getting fourth. And that would have been Bear there getting second. So big lead right now still for Jadex, up by 8 points here as we're going into the next race here coming up in a moment. Not going to make any mentions here on the RNG because it's been a wild ride so far tonight with the track picks.
Absolutely. I was just curious on what that play was because if you think about it, if Bro was able to pass that line, if he wasn't trying to showboat, that blue would have targeted whoever was in second and caused their entire day to be ruined, which could have made a bigger gap in the leaderboard and actually help out Bro and maybe anyone else out and take that person down for the count.
Yeah, and I think Jay was more focused on the showboat than the blue.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially with, there was a big battle there for second. That would have been a little cluster if that had happened with like second through sixth all in the same vicinity.
No, absolutely. And again, we do love a little bit of showboating. Just don't pull it on Mute City. Backing up.
Oh, this is going to be
and then going to hit a wall.
Huge here. We're going to be going to Piranha Plant side. This is really going to help an inward player. So hopefully for Kansai's sake, he is still, nope, he is not. He got off of the inward. But this is really going to help JJ and Jadex here. So
yeah, there's definitely going to be the two that take advantage of this track, as Piranha Plant Slide is known to favor inward-style racing opponents. And JJ and Jadex are definitely going to have to take advantage, and hopefully they maintain top spots. JJ has been showing a lot of phenomenal progress since the last time we saw him, and Jadex is just being an absolute beast tonight.
Yeah, so what inward means essentially is it's basically kind of the physics of like a motorcycle or a bike, sports bike, where you're leaning into the turns rather than drifting outward like you're kind of seeing there with Bear. Huge snipe there from Kansai onto Bear. Bear doesn't lose his banana, but it's going to definitely hinder his momentum. And Mr. Scooty, unfortunately, tricking off the track. That's a little bit unfortunate there. Let's take a quick look, too. We're going to hear lap one on the Twitch chat.
As you focus on that Twitch chat, I'll be able to tell you that Kansai got hit out right after the glider. He's going to use that ghost and still has 2 mushrooms to boot. And he stole another triple mushroom.
We got Aiden in here. We got Sumo Nasty, Video Neon, LA Cruisers in here, Free Dizzle, and Kiyuya. Appreciate you tuning in, Kiyuya.
Oh.
He's one of the, finished in the top 3 in the Genesis Mario Kart Major, plays out in New York, so appreciate you tuning in.
Jadex getting hit by that blue and only has the green to work with. Has to be careful of his brother who's in front of him now. And pod number 3 in first place as Jadex is in second. Has to be careful. Thankfully doesn't have to worry about the red that was going after whoever was in third.
Kansai here in fourth. He's got to be careful. Bear's going to be there in third. Man, I think Bro just absolutely annihilated his brother. And the brothers getting a little nasty here on each other.
I think that's Bear in first, or fighting for first against Bruv, because Bear is known to be playing that Roy character, while Bruv plays Link.
Looks like there was a false hit up there in the top two. I'm looking at the map, but yeah, Bear and Bruh going at it here. Oh, huge red there onto Bruh from Bear, and Bear actually has double defense here. This is a very good position for him to be in, and it really is going to come down if the back of the pack is going to get a little nasty on Bear here.
It looks like he's going to get hit with one red. Thankfully, he had defense. The second red is going to take him down. But there is a blue shell coming in after Bear. Will he be able to pass the line in time? I don't think so.
Bear actually needs to stop and take the hit over the cut. That way, it would have actually hurt everybody behind him. But no, he's still so far ahead. He's going to back.
He hit Bruh. He hit Bruh.
And honestly, too, I mean, Bro was pretty physical there with that bomb, but the bomb only hit Jadex. So that's definitely going to shake up the order. And that's a situation, too. You've been in the situation as well where...
I've been in that situation on this track.
Yeah, if a player wants to back you at the line, I make mental notes. And I race them a certain way. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my, MKU teammate or if you're a local or if you're brand new. I'm just going to be like, all right, I'm going to make that note. I don't forgive, I don't forget. And, I forgive at the end of the night. I'm not, salty, but in the game, I'm not, But
we do have highlights, first and foremost, as we wait for the scores to approach. Here we got Bro, who's able to dodge that blue shell very in unique style. Not an approach I haven't seen in a long time in SNS, and was able to still battle out, but unfortunately had to let Jadex take first place as he got banana down, and he still got bombed right after, as you saw on the mini-map.
This is Bro getting taken out there by a few members of the pack. Jadex here going to be able to take the win on Yoshi Circuit with Kansai coming in second. And this is JJ here, who's been a big factor here in Warriors Goldmine, sniping out one of the Metal Mario players. It's going to allow Bro to win. He's going to go for a little bit of a showboat, but does, in a weird way, save the rest of the field from getting blued. Bear... Oh man, this is dirty on Bro. You can see the link just kind of flip around. So getting the snipe there on Bruh, taking the win. Good ending result there for Bear.
It's kind of neat because you think about it, it was literally like the two brothers were dominating pretty much majority of this qualifying. We barely got Bear, who was able to dominate at the very end on PPS. But either way, like these players have shown a lot of phenomenal racing right then and there. They're able to showcase a bunch of other styles as well that we are not super familiar with. And we even saw tactics that we haven't seen in a long time, such as jumping off the edge to allow the blue to get the straight over there and not taking me down while I'm on the track. Would you say that's a feasible move to be doing often if you don't have anything to destroy the blue with or to dodge it?
We'll hold that thought because we are missing Zovgo, Morzilla, and Real 1-2 in the hype tunnel. So Zovgo, Morzilla, Real 1-2, please make your way to the hype tunnel so we can get started with qualifier number 3. And I guess just going back, I didn't want to get sidetracked. We'll table that thought. We do have scores here for qualifier number 2.
Well, here we got JX, who was able to showcase a phenomenal style of racing, being super aggressive with 48 points in first place, followed by Kansai, who got 43 points in second. Bear and Bruh tied for third with 42 points. JJ107 with 34 points in fifth place. Then you got, who's that person? I can't see.
That is going to be Cass with 29 points in sixth place.
Followed by Mr. Scooty in 26 points in seventh place. Followed by Cider with Cheese in eighth place with 20 points. XGDX Shoot tied with ninth with Sweet Baby Jesus for 13 points. And Nudie with 5 points in last.
It's always good when you're an adult and you don't end up getting the 4 points. Happens sometimes, but Nudie 22 getting 11th in one race. So you love to see it. But we're going to be going into qualifier number 3 here in just a little bit. And let's kind of resume that discussion a little bit about the blue situation.
Yeah, so would you think that's feasible to do as a player when you have a blue shell coming after you? Obviously, you can't do the after you technique that everyone likes to do if you are close behind, like second place. Or if you don't have a horn or any type of dodge to destroy or to dodge this blue, would you say it's a wise idea to jump off the track for the blue?
You can jump off. We saw Brud do that pretty effectively early on. What I like to do too is if I have like a green shell or some other type of offensive item that I know can kind of bounce and hit me, I'll try to like look at the physics of the track and actually angle it so that I'll be able to take the hit and get some invincibility frames. But
okay.
With that being said, though, we are going to take a quick break. But when we return, we're going to have more SNX action, and qualifier number 3 is going to be coming up right after this. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Saturday Night Speedway, presented to you by Finley Mazda of Henderson at the Valley Auto Mall. Super exciting place. I've gotten my car serviced there plenty of times, and Mazda's a great automobile. So just going to throw that completely unscheduled and unprompted plug there for Finley Mazda. And Mazda, I've had a 2017 Mazda for a little while. It's been, been a good car. Yeah, great car. Got 17,000 miles on it because I work from home. And I've taken road trips, too. California, Arizona, stuff like that. But
I love road trips.
Yeah.
You never know where you're going, but sometimes you'll see some amazing things along the way. It's all about the journey, man.
Yeah, it's all about the journey and not the destination sometimes. Destination should be great too. But you got to relish the journey. And we did get some messages here in the Twitch chat. I'll pull it right back up. We had a new player, I think it was, or a new chatter, Jugster. How much is the first place prize? $200. Yes, so $200. It's a $700 total prize pool with, my bad, my mask is falling down, but it's going to be $200 in total for first. So that's going to be very exciting. And looking forward to seeing who can potentially take this down. Lots of good, talented players. Some players are playing incredibly well tonight. I haven't been back here in a few weeks, so it's really exciting to kind of see how different players are reacting to certain situations.
Absolutely, and again, I haven't played in a while myself in terms of being like on the player side rather than the casting side because I've had a lot of opportunities to do this. Thank you to the arena, but again, like I play with a lot of these players almost constantly online, even in just in a random online lobby. I'll see at least one or two of these folks, so I always get my practice in, and I've always seen amazing talent and skill. My only question is, when are some of these players with this skill, with this talent that I've seen personally, like in online lobbies, when are they going to be able to showcase those skills at SNS? Because sometimes I feel like there's some nerves at play in the factor.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you're on the stage, you've got giant lights shining down on you. There's lots of different factors that come into play that you don't necessarily have to deal with, especially in like the convenience of your own home. So that is something that is completely real. There's this tangibility factor of the arena for sure that can definitely get inside your head a little bit. I remember one time too, I know there's a few players that probably remember this, there was the smoke, and having the smoke, like if you were sitting in one of the earlier pods, or like pods like 2 or 3, you get the smoke coming into your face.
Oh, I recall that.
Yeah, like there's different little factors that you just got to get used to. And honestly too, I mean, with the competitive Mario Kart community, I mean, a lot of the players here, they're spread between, I mean, there's 18 divisions right now online. They're spread between divisions like 2 and probably 18, 17, 16 at the moment. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the top players have struggled in terms of taking down wins because of the fact that they're just not used to the land conditions. And it's been proven time and time again, some of the top players coming in, flying in. I know the players that have been able to do it successfully, we had Cynic, who is on the stick, formerly on Pirate Hackers. We've had Super Effects, who is one of the world record holders for Mario Kart. He has come in, and I think he's tied once, won one, and who has 2 titles technically. And then I don't know if he missed one. I know Manklor missed one. He's more of a content creator and a streamer, but
RAR XD.
Yeah, and I know RAR, he didn't do it on his first time though.
No, but like obviously it took him a little bit while, but he was able to showcase plenty of times that he's definitely within the top player list.
And he won SNS 100, and that was the most stacked Mario Kart tournament in person I think you could have ever asked for. Players flying in from, qualified in from Texas, flying in from all over the country, the Midwest, East Coast. We've even had, some players even come in from overseas. I know personally there is going to be a few players coming in January, potentially from Germany, assuming that there's no wood here, but we're all good and there's no restrictions or anything. But yeah, there's players literally lined up January, February, looking to fly in from all over the world and try to take down some of the players here from Las Vegas and the West Coast in this tournament.
Absolutely. I do recall SNS 100 being like, I recall from many different things because so many events happened to me that particular day. But I do recall that was probably one of the most challenging SNSs I've ever been in. And honestly, to this day, I still even question how I even got to the grand finals there because I got a lot of lucky item pulls that literally carried me into that grand finals. Because that grand finals, I did not do too hot against the other 11 opponents.
Yeah, I remember in that one too. I'm just taking a look here at the chat, but I was paired up with Michael, who is known as Captain Luigi, who was on Dynamite and Arcadia. And I remember I was racing him so hard in the early races. I ended up winning, ended up going into second chance, but I was racing him so hard that we actually were trading each other in the middle of the entire thing, and that cost me a spot in actually advancing. So, but there was so much fun. I mean, so many different players, it's so nostalgic. I mean, that were coming in and interacting. It was super wholesome. Just seeing the competitive scene. I know some of them now, they're actually playing in some MKU matches, some of the 6v6 matches, because of the Chinese and the Australian teams. They play tonight. They're playing right now. So I don't know.
But what is MKU? You even mentioned all these different things. You mentioned MKC, MKU, and a couple other things of this competitive scene, but we never really dived into what that is, especially for the new folks who are watching.
So I'm one of the staff members of MKC. It's called Mario Kart Central. It's the sanctioning body of online Mario Kart, essentially. It's kind of unofficial. It's more community run. But also, too, I mean, there's about 3,000 players active in it, and probably close to 12,000 players that come in every now and then when they're able to play. We're getting started here, looks like, with Q3. And yeah, the cool part is they have different leagues. Mario Kart Universal is a 10-week-long league that a lot of different players from this arena play in.
Oh my goodness, not this track again.
Bro.
We have 48
We gotta have
tracks.
a talk with our Jesus, man. I
We have
swear.
48 tracks, and we're going to pick the one track that we started SNS with for the third time tonight. Come on.
It's all random track picks, but we're going back for the third time to Rainbow Road. If you are an inward player, luckily there are no inward players here in this room. You're going to be in a little bit of a disadvantage. Some players there burning out. We're going to be on board here with this Waluigi Scooty player, and that is likely just off of what I'm seeing. That's going to be the Dong.
The Dong? Are you sure that's the Dong?
No, that's not the Dong. The Dong is Waluigi Scooty, but this is Froggo.
All right, because it's like the Dong, like, no. Like, I know the Dong plays a completely different set. As much as I love that dude, I know that ain't him.
Same loadout, just different size of the screen. So Froggo's coming back here, goes to, I think, college out of state, so back here for the weekend. So excited to see him playing again. Morzilla here, wow, firing things off. He is all the way up to third, trying to get out that Mario player. That's going to be funny name, by the way, playing as the HSB me. HSB standing for Holy Sexy Beast. He's a teacher out of California that is known to burn his quesadillas when he cooks.
Absolutely.
But yeah, lots of players know about HSB. We'd be excited to have him here. Pidgey here in third. There's so many big names in here. Ankles, Pidgey,
goodness.
funny names, Zovgo, Froggo, Morzilla. I mean,
I'm just so mesmerized by the action because every time we've transitioned to a new player, I literally saw them get hit or they are literally hitting someone in the middle of that action. Like, for example, right there, even though it took us a few seconds, we see in Morzilla's point of view that someone else is literally just destroying the competition in front of him, allowing him to get to third place.
I'm going to say this, which might be breaking the fourth wall here, but there is a shock and play. Whether or not we will see it remains to be a question because the player is not using their items. So this could be a real equalizer here. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. They were targeting a few folks. Unfortunately, he didn't target some of these folks before the glider, but then again, they're just going to suffer punishment.
I don't know what happened there because the player, there were two shocks in play. The player I was looking at actually had a bill and a shock, but you can have up to multiple shocks in play at once. So
you can only
that
have one blue
was
shot in
Unicorn.
play at once.
Froggo here in first. This is where the drag race kind of kicks in.
Froggo,
Drops the Nana.
Yeah, did he drop the banana on the course or did it fall off? That's the question.
Oh, that's a big mistake there as Pidgey's going to capitalize over Froggo.
And Pidgey has two mushrooms, and literally no one's going to pass him unless they hit him. So there you go, Pidgey in first place. Funny name in second
I
place.
think Morzilla got third there.
Morzilla gets third. Nice.
Yeah, Froggo getting fourth. I mean, that burned him a little bit. I think he was just trying to get some more distance separated between him and the players behind him because, I mean, Rainbow Road, they're coming. Like, they're coming quick behind you, especially depending on the items they have from the glider and if they're holding on. So, that's just one of those situations where probably holding that item would have probably gotten him the win. But fourth place, still not bad. I mean, this is going to be with 34 players, such a easy, you're going to have an easier chance to normally get into the semifinals with 22 of the 34 advancing.
It is a good reminder for Froggo, though, since he hasn't been in SNS in, like, a long period of time. So this shows him, like, hey, some of the things that you've been doing online, again, you can't be doing it here because people will take advantage of your mistakes.
Yeah.
And they will literally just hit you back hard for our Mario Kart term there.
And it's only going to get harder as you go into the semifinals and then into the finals as well. Taking a quick look here, let's look at the Twitch chat. They be zooming, Starkeezy. Where's Kansai? Kansai already played.
Kansai played last qualifier. You missed it.
Free Dizzle saying SNS 100 was awesome. It really was. I mean, I remember too, like, I was upstairs and then I was met by a few different people that were there because there were probably like 40 or 50 players that traveled in for it. Yeah. And they're like, is this Knight? I'm like, what? And like, I thought like, this guy's Jack. This was Squill. I don't know if you met Squill. Dude, he's I think he's a firefighter in the Air Force. He's part of the military, but yeah, just jacked. Like, I thought he was gonna like show me with his pinky, but a super nice guy. And like, there's just so many cool people in the community,
Absolutely, but we're gonna go ahead and play on Animal Crossing for race number 2 and qualifier number 3. We are gonna be following Froggo, who missed an item box early on, but still has a chance to get another one. He gets triples bananas, so that's a good amount of defense for him, but he also wants some offensive items as well to take out first and second place.
And the silver lining here for Froggo is it's better to make the mistakes now and get adjusted than in the the semis or going into the finals where it's definitely going to matter a whole lot more. This is Pidgey here with 4 mushrooms. Oh, but getting
You can
trailed.
see in his face that he is not happy about that whatsoever. But thankfully, he still has a mushroom to boot in order to use. Oh my God! And he's got triple red, so he's going to be causing some major damage against Ankles,
Yeah.
who has nothing else to defend him.
Ankles was the one that took him out, so Karma coming back to Ankles. He also goes online by Toes. So I don't. It's a
There's
weird-
only one
weird
Toes
name.
online for me, and that's 9 Toes Assassin Tigre. Okay.
Yeah, we missed you, Tigray. We hope you come back soon. Double defense here for Funny Name in first. He's got to watch the right-hand side of the screen, see if anyone's going to come out of the shortcut. Doesn't look like they're going to play a factor just yet, but a horde of players behind. That's going to be Zavgo and Froggo.
If Zago times his throws right, or if he wants to angle it, oh, he threw 2 of his greens away. Unfortunately, didn't hit, but he got the 3rd one to hit. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Froggo actually took out Zavgo there. Oh, wait, no, what?
No, he didn't.
It didn't. Is that a false hit animation?
It's probably a false hit animation. It happens at times. That is just not our fault. That is literally Nintendo netcode.
And Pidgey now has moved into second while those two were battling it out.
And he has 2 reds. He could take out Funny Name. Will he be able to do it? These fires don't stop that red.
Oh, he got hit from the side, but Funny Name able to outrun everyone and take first place. By the way, Funny Name is one of the league leaders in Division 2 now, 200cc. And he's also, got so many time trial tops in the United States. So he's just gaming. Wait, what did he say yesterday? I forgot. We talked to him, and we got like a quick 60-second interview with him, which is more words than he'll ever care to say on camera. But I think the question was something to the effect of, are you just that much better than everyone else in terms of your dominance, or is it just that, do you think players are just not playing well in terms of making bad decisions and things like that? Like are you really good, or are they really bad? And he said, do you remember what he said?
It's a word I can't say because I remember it's either a one-word response or something about like everyone else needs to get good.
Oh, he's just plugging his website. That's what it is. He wants everybody to play more.
That's another one.
Swagplaygaming.com. Yeah, he has
go
a
there.
website.
That's actually useful tips.
You can go to it. It'll tell you to play more and practice, and that's really what you got to do.
It'll
these
tell
days,
you
you know?
everything you need to know in order to get better at
Everything you
SNS.
need to know to get better at the game. And putting in the hours really does help. Everybody kind of has their own unique ways of practicing. I'm a little bit nervous here. Oh, we're going to Big Blue.
Mutes?
Okay, this is
I
going to be
almost
fun.
said Mute City. Oh.
It's going to be an F-Zero track. What's up?
I said, don't be nervous.
Oh, I'm not nervous. I'm just chilling. By the way, so my birth mom is in town, so appreciate you tuning in and you being here. Yeah, appreciate you coming out to Vegas as well. So we're super excited that you guys are here. We're getting ready to go into Mute City.
Not Mute City, Big Blue. Oh my God.
Big Blue.
Big Blue.
That really just jumbled me up. Yeah, so we're going to be going into Big Blue. We got Pidgey here. He is down by 2 points.
He's opting out of coins, which is unique for a lot of folks, because everyone would go for the coins early on. So let's see if this will pay off for him.
Honestly, I don't go for coins. I would rather go wide and try to get a better item at the box and try to time the shock, which is kind of inevitable here. Pidgey also just got,
and he's getting dragged
and he's
back
going on the
by
back
that
section.
red track, so you gotta imagine the frustration
Yeah,
he's
the
feeling.
off-road killed his boost momentum. Zavgo here is going to be getting redded, and he's going to bottleneck the entire group up with his.
Piranha
Oh no, the
Plant.
Piranha. Luckily, everybody got around him.
And he's got to be careful of that Boo, which was Ankles, threw his last red, but if he threw it backwards, that could have been devastating. Has triple mushrooms to boot, and it's taking a little bit of a slow pack, because that water section will carry you a little bit faster.
So Froggo's going to take this blue shell hit, and he is going to have defense. Right now, it's really going to kind of come down to, has anyone got anything crazy? Multiple bills in play, and this is Revenge Slayer 22 with the crazy 8 and 7. This is just where you get all these powerful items, Vonnie, and you can really do some damage
This
coming
is
up to
usually
the
around
pack.
the time I would see a shock, especially in online play, which is just like
Shots us
crazy
so far.
insane.
The show goes on.
There it
Oh,
is!
there
I
it is.
knew it was going to happen. I love caster cursing. Either way,
Oh, Ankles gets no box.
Ankles gets nothing, and he's going to get dominated.
Oh, Zavgo trying to throw his red up. Oh, but he did get the ground shroom.
But funny name, he can't get first. His Ankles gets first. He took advantage of that shock, even though he had no box.
Yeah, Ankles there doing a pretty good job. I think something did happen to Zavgo that caused him to lose a little bit of momentum. But really well done there. Good job there for Ankles. Just stayed out of trouble, ended up getting the win. And we did have some of our remaining players there cross the line. So should be pretty interesting to see what happens here But looks like Funny Name does have a little bit of a lead, though, here as we're getting into the later part of this qualifier.
As I said before, and I say it again, Funny Name just plays funny games. He knows pretty much almost the ins and outs of this track. He's got a couple of records from time trialing alone to showcase the skill, the dominance needed in order for them to be true victors of SNS. And
That's a cool trophy. I don't know what that was.
It was a cool
That's
trophy.
pretty sweet.
Football
tournament? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is a big trophy. It's like...
Yo, let me see that trophy.
Oh, wow. Oh, we got the trophy? Oh, appreciate it.
Let's see this trophy.
So this is a big trophy. All-State California?
All-State California, wow.
Congratulations. Roscoe Bangers? Bengals. Cool.
We're going to be on Dragon Driftway going to
congratulations, guys. That's awesome. What positions do you guys play? Oh, Real 1 2. Okay, cool, yeah.
We're going to be on Morzilla's perspective as we go on the Dragon Driftway. There's the cheer that we wanted to hear.
Well, that's awesome. So Real 1 2 in action here, Morzilla in action. And you that's what's so awesome about SNS is that you're just getting like barraged by like all like different things going on, you know, and it's like sensory overload, and in the game it's sensory overload too, you know?
Not too much sensory overload, thankfully.
Yeah, you never know. This is Morzilla though. He's got some defense there in forward. Pidgey,
Pidgey's got hit by so many backs this entire qualifier. You gotta imagine he's gonna be molding after all this.
Yeah, that is insane. So Pidgey there gonna be trying to shroom up and try to recover some things here. He does. He gets the horn. Morzilla. And Morzilla gets hit out as well. And the player that Morzilla hit out got hit out.
He's like I know Pidgey's getting super frustrated. I can only imagine the amount of anguish he's feeling.
Yeah, the top players here have a break, and this is kind of where you need to have that like unwritten and unspoken alliance with the players around you. Like, hey guys, we're killing each other here in 3rd through 5th. We need to get back up to the top 2, and then all bets are off, right? But you know,
all bets are off.
That's just the one gripe with SNS players, man. You just gotta be aware and respect your opponents in different places.
Zalcon narrowly avoided that banana as he had the backhand to see those 2 reds prior. As he looked back forward, he just narrowly avoided that banana, and that could have cost him a spot or 2. And there's a blue shot, and it does connect with ankles.
A lot of those players also stopped too because of the ping pong green that you saw there in the corner.
He was probably trying to take the miss, but unfortunately he took it way too differently.
Yeah, Frago definitely trying to get rid of some of that race rust.
He got hit by the horn.
And this has allowed Funny Name, who is just conveniently shocked into boxes on inward, by the way, on Dragon.
I know.
And another shock. Did anybody dodge?
No.
I don't know. There's a player in the back that dodged. That's a Mama Nudie.
And Funny Name's just getting hit hard.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
That is Morzilla cleaning house on his way to victory.
He took advantage of the chaos and also allowed for Revenge Slayer.
Revenge Slayer 22 moving on there. Man,
I can't focus. There's so much.
There's just so much going on. You got the crowd up there. I mean, my birth mom I've only seen twice in my life shows up. Then you got the football team, and then you got the action on the track. So you know it's just wild. Like I go in here with very like low expectations because I just know there's crazy stuff on and off the track at SNS all the time.
I can explain all of it in just a quick phrase. Nest quick for quickness.
Nest quick for quickness. We do have highlights here from qualifier number 3. We're going to be getting into that here in just a second.
Here we are. We got Morzilla, who is slowly inching back forward into the first place spot. Funny Name, he gets blued and dragged a little bit back from the track, but was still able to maintain a top lead. But in the end, it remained to be Pidgey who gets first on Rainbow Road. Then you got Pidgey, who got dragged multiple times and backed multiple times on this course. And as you can see, look at the frustration he's feeling. I can only imagine the pain that he's going through.
I think the karma came back to ankles on that one, though. Frago taking the blue hit here, but still having the defense to continue, but it's all ankles with no item, just clearing through and parting the sea, trying to get that win there on Big Blue.
And Funny Name just taking the full force of this punishment.
Morzilla just went off on Dragon Driftway. So really well done there for Morzilla, picking up a win. That's going to be huge, especially considering semifinals implications.
I could just imagine, like, everyone's been screaming for Morzilla because we're big fans of Morzilla and the crew family, the Cruiser family. I'm just like, are you not losing your voice? Just be careful, please. I want y'all to be okay for tomorrow, too.
Oh, Raiders game tomorrow?
Who?
There a Raiders game tomorrow?
No, I just want their voices to be okay.
Oh, just in general. Yeah. Well, hey, you never know, right? I mean, yeah, my voice was out of commission like the last 2 weeks.
No.
But yeah, you definitely got to conserve your voice. We're pretty close to probably getting scores calculated here momentarily. A lot going on. That was a very big qualifier. Again, Funny Name is one of the more decorated players in the tournament today. Definitely going to be the name to watch out for. And I wouldn't be surprised if he took that one down overall as well.
Again, Funny Name has been known to be one of the top racers out there, and he's got multiple SNS like back-to-back wins as well. Even if he's tied for one of them, that just shows you the skill gap that he's had over against all these other players and takes advantages of their mistakes. But we do got scores.
We do.
And look what you say. Funny Name going in first place, just being 2 points above Morzilla, who got second place in that qualifier.
I was not expecting these results.
I wasn't suspecting it to be
Morzilla
that
nearly
close.
taking it down. I mean, huge run. Pidgey there, 42 as well.
Can we see Morzilla enter into finals for the first time? It's only a matter of time.
Ankle, Sprago, Zavgo, all there. Revenge Slayer there in 7th. The Dong with 21.
The Dong!
Real 1-2 there with 10. Mama Nudie, 22 with 9. And Pink Unicorn, 22 there with 5. So, man, this is going to shape up for an interesting second chance and an even crazier semifinals. But speaking of that, on deck, second chance, going to be coming right up here. And this is going to be the 12 players we have for our second chance battle in Baby Park, 200cc. It's going to be Slider with Cheese, Ethan, Super Amy, XGGX Shoot, Juju 0628, Lampshade 201, Sweet Baby Jesus 21, Real 1-2, Mama Nudie 22, Nudie 22, Pink Unicorn 22. Oh man, the family's all side by side with each other. And then FaZe as well, going to be rounding out the field. So
that's going to be very unique. 2
will move on. This is going to be really interesting, seeing who's going to make it out of this one.
If you heard their name, please get to the hype tunnel right now. We need you in order to get started for the second chance battle. But my goodness, all the 22 names out there, literally right next to each other. I don't know who's going to advance, but I can imagine that someone with a 22 in their name is going to have to.
I mean, just by the law of numbers, I mean, there's going to be an item thrown at a family member. And we already saw that, with...
Well, hold on. There's a sign.
You guys go back and forth.
There's a sign with JDEX. Yo, let me see that sign.
We got Nobody Hit the Baby Rosalina. And yeah, you got the crown and everything, too. I think it's our cue. We're going to be taking a quick break, but we'll be coming back, though, for some more action here on Second Chance here at Saturday Night Speedway.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Time to farm some dubs. Crap, I got a squad on my right.
I'm running in for backup.
Yo, Ron, he's right there in front of you.
Sorry, guys, it happened again.
Damn. This is the 10th one today.
All right, I'm back.
Someone cover me.
Yeah, I see you. You got him, you got him, you got him! Yes! Yo, that's sweet.
Yeah, it is. We about to win this.
Guys, I can get used to this.
HyperX Alloy. Built strong because it has to be.
I'm crazy, Jack.
Yes.
Bro, what? Go. One more to go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Saturday Night Speedway here, the HyperX Esports Arena here in Las Vegas, brought to you by Finley Mazda of Henderson down at the Valley Auto Mall. We have a few extra guests here. We got baby Rosalina, and we got the sign, "Nobody hit the baby." And that is courtesy of Jadex, who had a pretty good run there in his qualifying outing. So we're excited to see what he'll be doing going forward in the the semifinals. But we are going to be going into second chance here pretty soon. 12 racers duking it out. The top 2 will advance in 200cc baby park. So super excited, Vonnie. What do you got to say?
Pretty exciting turn of events, not gonna lie. For the potential baby park, what we were about to witness here, I kind of want to see someone within the 22 Nudie family like take it over as one of the top 2 spots to advance into semifinals. But I also love to see some of these other names before. We haven't seen Slider with Cheese before. Again, could be a relative to Burger with Cheese. Who knows? Ethan showing a lot of phenomenal promise, but unfortunately just didn't make it enough to get in the semifinals. Maybe this is a chance for redemption. We'll just have to find out. And my other guess would probably have to be for Super Amy. I would love to see Super Amy. A big Sonic the Hedgehog fan myself personally. Maybe they're supporting Sonic the Hedgehog as well. That's probably where Super Amy comes from. Who knows?
Yeah, the difference here is that we're going to be playing 200cc, not 150. It's going to be a lot faster. This is going to be like reverse NASCAR, where you're going to be taking lots of right-hand turns instead of left-hand turns. And it's going to be pretty chaotic as well. 12 players, very small area of the track, and you are likely going to be getting hit with several items. This is, a track that we play a lot on 200. I guess, yeah, I might be the champion of this mode, but apparently we are missing Ethan and FaZe. So Ethan and FaZe, make your way to the hype tunnel if you are available in here.
If you want as close to NASCAR as you can get, and honestly a better track than Baby Park, because I would love to axe this out second chance and replace it with Excite Bike, because honestly Excite Bike's a better track. I think that's where you can truly see these racers go all out and a lot more fanatic style than Baby Park.
There's a lot of different things with Excite Bike too, because there's different ramp sections. If we get it at some point, we'll definitely show it to you. But yeah, again, last call for Ethan and FaZe.
Ethan and FaZe, please get on over to the hype tunnel.
Hop on into the hype tunnel. Hopefully you didn't leave, because we made it pretty clear that everyone's going to be playing twice. And that's just going to make it, if that's the case, that much easier for the 10 other players to have a 20% chance of moving on to the semifinals.
Absolutely. As much as they would love to have an easier time, y'all want to see as much chaos as possible. And that's what Baby Park brings, because even though it is pretty much an oval track, it's a very tight space, and players have to know to be able to cut the grass. You're going at a faster speed than ever before, and that's going to completely change how you would drive in a normal situation. And FaZe, please hand on up to the hype tunnel. We are missing you. You're the only one left. FaZe, get on up to the hype tunnel. Last call.
Yeah, so there will now be at least 11, potentially 12, if we can find where FaZe is. But yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Again, my tip, always go with the lighter weight character. Don't go for one of the heavier ones. It's going to be tougher to turn, especially since you're going to be going that much faster. And just stay out of trouble, which is borderline impossible, but do the best you can. And try to move up. You can stay in first and try to run it, but definitely try to be in that like third, fourth position, make your move up in the closing laps. That tends to be my general tips on how to win this. And I remember I had back in 2019, I think I had a 7-month streak where I never lost a race on this and never lost the battle mode. So Had to force my way into the semifinals every single time for this stretch. But, man, it's so good, like, put in those hours of practice to get out of that second chance mode and just be really focusing on semifinals and finals. But
let me say as a good reminder again, you're in second chance battle. So pick Baby Park. You need to pick Baby Park.
That's a good tip. That would be helpful, yes.
Do not pick any other track, pick Baby Park. This is the one time you actually get to pick a course, and personally, I do not like this course. It is called Baby Park. Please, 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 pick Baby Park. P-A-R-K.
I'm just trying to find something here. Hey, Siri, what is my nickname?
No.
Speedway Baby Park Champion of the World.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's it. Baby Park Champion of the World. Sometimes I use my phone, it just reminds me.
Really?
That I've
Because
been the best
sometimes you
year.
need to unlock your iPhone first in order for
Oh, it's
it to-
unlocked. I'm struggling to open up the Twitch chat here.
Well, I have
but
the Twitch
Siri,
chat
Siri's just reminding me, about second chance.
reminding you of your former glory.
Yeah, the former. But you're the best mentor, though. Let's talk about
That's a
let's
lie.
talk about that.
Absolute lie.
You were awarded SNS 100 the best mentor for the community. So
That was 100% false.
I don't want any feedback here, so I'm turning that down.
Yeah, that was
We'll get the
100%
Twitch chat up
false.
and running. We're going to be getting some of the players here. They're getting ready to go. They're picking some of their loadouts right now, and we're going to be getting into the action momentarily.
And we are going to have 11. Unfortunately, FaZe was not able to come back
Oh,
in
yeah,
time.
he's not. So, any predictions?
I did give some of them out earlier. It could be anyone from the Nudie family. Honestly, I can see that being a potential possibility. But I would also love to see Super Amy advance forward as well. So if I really had to take a guess, because I can't say all the Nudie family, I'll have to say Mama Nudie and Super Amy.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Especially with the family dynamic in there, knowing only two will advance. Some will have to make the sacrifice. But again, pick Baby Park here. We're in the race selection phase here of second chance. So it's going to be in the Leaf Cup. It's going to be that first one down, I believe, in the Leaf Cup. Yep, so go ahead and pick that. We got a couple randoms, but we mainly got Baby Park. So the odds are in our favor here.
You can see the Dong is very active in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, he is. Okay, it's pulled up here now. We got hit the baby.
I said to pick Baby Park
Oh,
until
no.
you didn't do it. How dare you?
Out of context, that's not good to say.
Let's just play it. I don't care. Let's just play it. Let's not play Baby Park. I want to play Royal Raceway.
Oh, this is Royal Raceway.
Let's just play it. I don't care.
One of the
Production,
randoms
please,
got
just let us
picked.
play it. Please, let us play it. Please, let us play it. I do not want to
Bonnie,
see
you are
Baby
a
Park.
bad influence.
Absolutely,
We
100%.
got to see what's going on here.
100%.
If they're going to be taken off, we're going to call it. But
Let's just do it. Come on,
may
please.
not,
Just
may
give
or
us
may
this
not be
one chance.
official. And we're cutting the cord. We're cutting the cord. So that is going to be a false start. On the offense, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, not first down. I don't know why I put the hand signal there. That would have signaled the first down. But that's the wrong sport. We're going to be going back, and I don't know. I forget where I was, but I think it was in a hockey arena. They did this whole elaborate thing about how they bowled a turkey, but it was offside, but still first down. And they incorporated all the sports beyond hockey.
On
It was
an
great.
ice?
Yeah,
rink?
on ice. It was beautiful. I wish there's probably video on it somewhere.
You're
but
going to need to find me a video because I have no idea.
yeah,
what
it was
you're
pretty
talking
good. I might have been in North Carolina. I don't know.
about. He's just
They do
taking-
lots of weird stuff in North Carolina.
He's just
especially-
talking a fever dream, folks.
Been talking to what?
A fever dream.
Fever? Maybe. I mean, in Charlotte, it was like there was the Charlotte Bobcats when I was there before they went back to the Hornets. They were down horrendous. So they were doing lots of things to get anybody in the door to watch a game. And I remember the games I went to, they actually won. So that was kind of cool. Maybe it was the Clippers. We'll see. Hey, I wasn't in town when there was a Lakers game, okay? I went to the Clippers, knew some people, got a suite, and we chilled. And I remember that night too, because Cruiser's not here. But yeah, I couldn't hang out with Cruiser that night in LA because I randomly got invited to this Clippers game. That was a good time.
So instead of hanging out with the buddy that you would have had fun with, you chose to go hang out with
I
the
was
Los
on a
Angeles
weird work
Clippers.
schedule, and like entertainment jobs, you're not working 9 to 5. So
True.
and then I got invited for free food and a basketball game.
So these
Had
folks
to
are
go.
starting to pick their tracks finally. Well, we were slowly getting to that. Make sure you pick Baby
The
Park.
Leaf Cup, Baby Park, yeah. And so I'm trying to think, what would be another good thing to fill with? We can go back to the Twitch chat here.
I do have a question.
Call me sus.
And
Oh,
then it
maybe
is
I
for the
did.
Twitch chat. Twitch chat, for those of you who know who are currently in the semifinals, who do you think is going to win tonight's SNS? I would love to see what your responses are. Go ahead and answer in the Twitch chat. Or if you're at the arena, feel free to shout out your answers. Who do you think is going to win SNS
Don't
tonight,
all
folks?
scream at once. Like, I heard Joey.
Who?
I heard a sports Joey. I came from...
Who?
Wait, which one?
Who?
Oh, Joey's making finals. That's his prediction.
Okay, but that's not what I asked, though, so that doesn't matter.
J-Dex?
Okay, there we go. We finally get an answer.
I mean, J-Dex played very well in the qualifiers, but we're now getting ready to go. We're getting the track selection here. It is going all baby
All
park.
right, I'm gonna have to make a restriction. You can't say funny name as your possible answer.
Well, good luck with that. Let's get
or
to
any
that.
other variation.
We'll get to that at the end of the race. This is going to end in like 1 minute. So this is how quick this goes. It's the quickest 1.5 minutes in all of Mario Kart. Beats the Kentucky Derby. We're going to be starting off here with...
Someone.
Oh, we switched back to Semi 1. That's a stacked Semi, by the way. So I don't have the names here. But we're going to be on board here with Juju to start here in the Toad.
Juju on that beat. Oh, as we go ahead and get started. 200cc Baby Park.
Oh, they all missed the turn.
Everyone is just hitting the wall.
It's Slider with Cheese out here in the lead, taking some, decent second chance lines here.
Hopefully he's eating some good sliders along the way as Ethan is in second place.
Ooh, good.
Yo, you can
good
cut
tight
the
lines,
grass, dude.
He was a little bit, and then he kind of went out wide. Oh, takes out.
Someone got destroyed.
That's a lap player.
Yo, you can cut the grass. You don't even have to slow down when
Oh,
you
the
cut
lap
the grass.
traffic is going to be huge here in this one. Slider with Cheese backing the bomb.
No,
going to
I
be
think
taking out
Shy Guy
Ethan.
got hit in the
Yeah,
toe
that took out Ethan. That took out second place. So Slider with Cheese with a huge run. Ethan still in second place. And Slider with Cheese has checked out here with about 2 laps to go. And the race is for second.
Slider with Cheese is still maintaining first place. He's in a good, dominant position.
Second
What
is
a
right
shot
ahead.
captain.
Slider with Cheese has almost lapped the entire field.
A red almost hit Slider with Cheese.
Yeah, Slider with Cheese just has to avoid the calamity on this last turn. And Slider with Cheese going to take that first spot. Maybe we can cut back. And nearly a full lap back is Ethan. And it was just those two from the beginning. Everybody else was just living in their world, so to speak.
I'm still watching everyone else.
Yeah, we still got to keep going here. We're still racing for third.
I just want to know who's getting third, who's getting fourth, and all that. I'm like very curious.
All right, so third is going to be
Pod 5.
I think that might have been Real One, or I'm not sure.
I think fourth place was.
We
Super
literally had a
Easy.
30-second break, but the race is still going on for third. So really well done there for first and second. That's going to be Ethan getting second, and then also Slider with Cheese. They're going to be taking the win in very dominant fashion. So great job there for them. But again, 200cc Baby Park, very hard to pick up on your first time. It really does separate, the chosen ones, so to speak.
The chosen ones. As we do have our names for semifinals number 1 up and running, ready to go. You can see it already on the side wall, just with the exception of the last name, which will have to be Slider with Cheese in this
That
one.
would be Slider with Cheese moving on to Semi 1, yes. And then we're going to have Ethan going into semifinal number 2. So we're going to be waiting to get that on screen for you here on Twitch, but it's going to be Batter Cookie. Oh, they're fixing the button. Batter Cookie, funny name, Morzilla. Bro, yeah, let's go.
That might not be right.
That might not be right. I say we're gonna pump the brakes. Might not be
We're gonna have
official.
to hold the phone as we wait for these names and situations.
Yeah, we're getting everything kind of set back up here for the semis as well. So let's see. What is Twitch chat saying right now? We got Frida's saying Batter Cookie.
Immortal Man saying himself.
I don't understand what the dong is saying sometimes.
The dog just wants us to hit the baby.
Nebula's in here. Chiyuya saying, weird, I feel better knowing they struggled on this track. Chiyuya, did you have any pitfalls in Baby Park? I don't remember, like at Encore or anything. But yeah, Chiyuya races a lot with Darky. Chiyuya races on the New York scene with some of the players that we know. And Oh, the tiebreaker G7.
We do have
remember.
finally the list of names for semifinals number 1. So if you hear your name, going on up to the high tunnel, Batter Cookie, Funny Name, Mozilla, Bruh, Immortal Man, Ariel Apostle, Sports Joey, Quest, Zavgo, Mr. Scooty, Revenge Slayer, Slider with Cheese. Head on up to the high tunnel.
That's going to be one stacked semifinal. And yeah, I know there was a lot of, Genesis 7. Man, that was a tournament that Bear and Knives hosted in Oakland, California back in January 2020. And that's where Danny Fathom came into existence. Danny made the finals there. Kiyuya was in that universe coming from New York. I recall Kiyuya making some crazy Baby Park tiebreaker. And then Rar had a really good run there too. We are going to go ahead and take a very quick break, and then when we come back, we're getting into semifinal number 1 here. So stay tuned for more Saturday Night Speedway right after this.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 Classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Saturday Night Speedway, presented to you by Finley Mazda in Henderson, down at the Valley Auto Mall. We are here inside of a pyramid at the HyperX Esports Arena here in Las Vegas, and man, it's awesome too here in the Luxor. We did end up getting a few changes to our set, just kind of unintentionally. I think we got Jadex rocking his baby swag, so that was gone, but we did get a Luigi hat that was kindly donated to us. And we got Fido here. I know that's Nor and Tom's name for Yoshi.
I kept wanting to call it Ricardo.
Ricardo. I thought it was like Roberto Ricardo. I didn't want to get that
I
wrong.
don't know. Yoshi's been having so many names. He's having an identity crisis here.
Yeah, he really is. But that's besides the point. We do hope that Tom and Nor do come back at some point. I'd love to Bugnor when he's taping his show in LA. And he actually acknowledges me at the very beginning of every show, which I don't think he has to do.
Because you keep bothering him.
Yeah, it's like, Nor, when you coming back to SNS? Like, they're doing a golf show on Twitch with celebrities. And I'm just like, Nor, come back. And then Tom,
Baby,
I know
come back.
I think he's out of state right
it
now.
all night.
Yeah. Oh, man. But, hey, semifinal 1 is going to be pretty stacked. And even semifinal 2, I'm just looking at the names that aren't in semis 1. That is going to be even crazier. So we got a lot of racing to go. We're going to have 6 races here. Semifinal number 1. The top 6 will move on into the next round, which is the grand finals. And then the same thing will happen in semifinal 2. We're going to have 6 races. They're all going to be random, and then the top 6 will move on there. We're going to be getting everything going ready. Some players are watching some clips.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, wait, why are we watching so many different clips? It's not even Mario Kart related.
Yeah, I mean, these are all Nintendo Switches, so you can, if you actually press the select button, or that left button, the home button, yeah, you can basically clip anything, and you can post it to Twitter and Facebook. It's got a really cool clipping system.
Yeah, I know the ultimate cheat code on how to win Mario Kart.
What's that?
Home XA.
Don't. Vonnie, you're such a bad influence.
Dang
some
right
new player that's going to cost, yeah, I swear. Do not listen to Vonnie. He is trying to get you to quit the game, which will cause a mass reset. And Danny Fathom will be laughing in his home in Green Bay.
Exactly.
We're going to be going to Ribbon Road, second time here tonight to start things off. And this is going to be very interesting. Batter Cookie, funny name. I mean, Mozilla had a great run. We got Bruh, Immortal, Ariel, Sports, Joey, Quest.
In this own right, it can be literally a grand finals in a sense. Because after Quest, we have Zago, Mr. Scooty, Renslayer, and Cider with Cheese as our other 4 opponents in this race 1 of semifinals number 1. And we are on Immortal Man's positioning.
Immortal Man here, starting in 9, past the Mushroom, might be taking the cut here, trying to get around some of the other players. Does pass 1, and now we're going to Ariel, who is going to be in 4th place. The bomb and falls off. Yeah, he looks back, and he's like, how many players did that hit? That's unfortunate for him, but he does have a bomb as well, so Karma could be coming around the corner.
Well, he throw that bomb, or yeah, he throws it away. I thought he was going to try to target someone. Unfortunately, he decided not to. As Mozilla also gets hit off the glider, but he does have triple shrooms and triple red, so he can be a really dangerous asset.
Yeah, I got a little bit scared there for Mozilla. He should have looked back. He's got players and stars all around him. Oh, but he did just take out Bruh there, so worked out in his favor. Immortal Man here in 5th, who's now moved up a few positions since where we saw him on the last lap with triple shrooms there in pocket for him.
Oh my goodness, I'm just seeing everyone's getting hit. This is literally becoming no-hit November for some of these folks.
And
for many others, it is literally hit city population them.
Funny name is human. We've proven that. Batter Cookie in the lead.
But he'll still win tonight. Knowing him, he'll still be fine in the contention to get in the grand finals.
Oh, and then Quest made the pass, and it's also Immortal. Immortal is able to dodge that first red. Quest here has another red coming. Oh, and a third red. Man, Quest has been
He waited for that jump to make him suffer more. So that was really good identity or IQ on Quest to hold off on that second red.
And he backs it just to get some added distance there. Zavgo here.
Zavgo drifted off the course.
He was trying to line up for the shortcut, and it didn't pay off for him.
Funny name with the blue.
He's going to literally take that blue, the exact same part where Batter Cookie took it in the race prior. And now he's in second. He's going to get a banana and a red. And Quest is up there in the lead.
Will Quest be able to hold on to this first place victory? Yes, he does.
It looks like maybe Zavgo was able to pass. Funny name there for second, and that is correct. That's going to be your Bowser Bitty Buggy, and Funny name going to be going ahead and getting third.
Again, good job on all these folks. Just shows you that literally all it takes is a quick second of a mistake for someone else to just take the advantage. The Funny name, unfortunately, wasn't able to surpass Quest in that, but Zavgo was able to take advantage, knowing that Funny name got hit by the blue. On top of that he had no item to take the cut, but he did, Zavgo did, and it allowed him to get in second place, and Funny name had to unfortunately suffer for it.
Yeah, and first place, by the way, gets 15 points, second gets 12, third gets 10, and it goes down. So technically, second and first do get bonus points. So, that can play a factor here, especially with the top 6 moving on. We're going to be going to Bone Dry Dunes, and this is a huge track here for Funny Name. going to be taking a look and seeing what Twitch chat is saying
Twitch
here.
chat is literally being controlled by the Dong.
Yeah, the Dong is literally, it's his domain right now.
Funny, that man does not speak when you talk to him. Yeah, he is
I'm
all
intimidated by him.
chatted.
I'm literally intimidated by him. He's got his like tablets going up. He's got the mask on. he's ready.
Wait,
to
what
go.
did Funny Name get hit by? Because he was dragging the green.
It was a quick like pull out of an item. I don't know what it was specifically, but it's allowed Ariel to move up into the lead, and it looks like Immortal's trying to jockey with him for position.
Absolutely. As Ariel Apostle does have that mushroom, he might save it for the cut later on, or he might try to chain it into the double or two single. But it looks like he is going to hold on to that. And we got Morzilla in 6th place. He's going to hold on to this mushroom. We're going to wait for this cut and use that to his advantage to move up a few spots. As you do see, a lot of greens were just thrown out there, so Morzilla had to narrowly avoid all that, but he does get hit by a boomerang.
Brock getting hit as well, but Morzilla here in 5th. Going to be getting an item there. It's going to be 2 mushrooms here for Funny Name, who is trying to chase down what looks to be
whoever's in
that
pod
is not
6.
ankles. That is
pod 6. We'll find out. That's Ariel Apostle, ain't it? Yeah, that's Ariel Apostle.
Ariel's going to now move back in. He goes a little bit wider on some of those turns just because he is that inward player. It's actually going to work
Ariel
out for
Apostle recognized that there was a blue, but Funny Name had the dodge for it. So Ariel Apostle is not going to lose too much momentum. He just knew that if he were to take the blue, he was going to lose a lot more and risk a lot more. So he allowed Funny Name to surpass him.
Oh, and he has another red too, so he's able to pass Funny Name here. But can Funny Name return the favor because Ariel gets the coin for being in 1st? Now it all comes down to the pull that, well, not anymore because the shot came into play. So that neutralizes the items.
Well, that's the wrong number as Funny Name is getting passed by Quest and Ariel Apostle. So now he has to take down 2 folks. And unless there's something else that can ruin these guys' day, literally it's going to be a battle between 1st and 3rd. Quest drew the green, but unfortunately misses Ariel Apostle. And there is a blue. Someone's going to die tonight. And it's going to be Ariel Apostle.
Quest able to get around it okay, but Ariel's still in 2nd there. And Quest going to be able to go ahead and take the win here as Ariel is going to be getting hit on that final turn. Zavgo and another player, they're going to be battling it out there for 2nd, it looks like.
Good job, and all these folks. Ooh, there's some.
That was Morzilla that got 3rd. So Zavgo 2nd,
nice.
Morzilla 3rd. Brug got 4th there in that one. So, man, it is very tight right now. There's 2 players tied with 5th, and looks like 7's 2 points behind right now.
I was looking a little bit at the point spread, and there's some folks that are struggling right now, but they still have 4 other races left in order to catch back up. So you still have time, but you got to start making some plays now. Like if you're trying to hide some type of talent, now's the time you got to showcase that talent. You can't be hiding too much, or else you're playing too much of a risky game.
It's very early on, and we're going to be going here into the 3rd race right now. And going to be taking a real quick look here at this RNG and where we're going to be going.
Water park.
It's going to be, water park. So this is really going to help any inward player in the group. I'm trying to take a quick,
it's going to be Ariel Apostle. I can think of the top of my head. Everyone else, I don't think there's much of a inward player. Maybe, I got a little bit of a hiccup, maybe Morzilla, but I don't think that bike's inward.
Here we go. We're going to be following along with Quest here in 1st. And it is going to be the right-hand side that is the preferred line. So he moves quickly over, gets a few coins as well.
Quest missed the coins, actually.
Okay, so yeah, there must have been the sound from players behind him. And I can't see the coin counter with our camera.
The coin counter is 1 right now with Bruh. And as you can see in the top right, the standings where everyone is stacking up for points totals. And I am just seeing people brutally getting hit by items being thrown forward and backward. So this is already showcasing us, the viewers, the watchers, whether you're at home or live, that this game is no joke when it comes to these players.
Yeah, a lot of these players playing for...
Immortal's got to be careful.
Yeah, tens of hours every week. Immortal Man, I believe, is... I'm not sure if he's on a 150 team now.
Oh, no! He almost bombed himself!
Yeah, he gets bombed there. I know he's on Stormrush Gaming. I don't think that they're actively playing in 150 at the moment, but there's so many different players. Post Meta represented, Pirate Hackers represented.
Good slider with cheese right now in 11th place. Unfortunately took a brutal beating, but he does have a star to catch back up. And you got Ariel Apostle in 7th place, 8th place. This shot should benefit him more in the long run if he plays it right.
Batter Cookie here in fourth, trying to get away from that
Morzilla.
boomerang. Yeah, Morzilla's just been ruthless there with the boomerang throws.
Batter Cookie is probably going to hold on to this ref for the defense because he's aware of the boomerang, and that probably could. He might be able to take out this person in front. I don't know.
That's going to be Zovgo.
That's going to be Zovgo. Oh, well, funny thing, got hit by the blue. He does have one other defense left. No one else is able to hit him. He's just going to go straight for the finish line. Unless he gets a second defense, he might just have his day saved.
And he does get that boost, so it's just going to be clear running for him. And it's going to be Zovgo getting second place. And the battle really comes down to third, who that was, if that was Batter Cookie or Quest. One of the Waluigi's there. That
I
was
just saw
Quest.
Batter Cookie getting demolished down to 8th place. He was getting hit hard, so Batter Cookie needs to bring it back up to speed in order for him to stay alive into possible contention in the grand finals.
Batter Cookie is tied for 9th overall right now, so he's got a little bit of work to do to make it back up into the top 6, but we do have some more races to go.
And do you want to start calling out some of the folks who are in semifinals number 2? Because that list is up there on the board.
So we're going to be trying to get everyone in semifinal number 2 to make their way up to the hype tunnel. That is going to be Jadex, Kansai, Bear, Riding My Pidgey, Burger with Cheese, Ankles, Froggo, JJ107, Cass, Giga, The Dong, and Ethan. Make your way up to the hype tunnel here for semifinal number 2. That's going to be a very interesting semifinal as well.
Both of these are literally in the contention of both being grand finals in their own respective rights. But literally, like, no matter what, we're going to see some phenomenal racing. And a lot of people are pretty much in the odds stacked against them. Maybe that could be a good thing. We are going to go into Mount Wario into, what is this, race number 4 for semifinals number 1. And we're going to be on Quest, on his journey and his own quest to get the second SNS championship title.
Yeah, Quest has been really improving. I think Quest is on Team Upload. I don't know, Quest like changes their name like all the time.
He was Sticker, was Lost, he was Persona, and now he's
Swifty,
Quest.
Nova Swifty.
That too.
I've lost track. Got to stick with one to be marketable. Bruh here in 5th, going to be going ahead trying to get around what looks to be Batter Cookie. Batter Cookie screening Bruh there out of that item box. And now it is going to be Zovgo we're looking at here in 3rd. So first time seeing Zovgo back in quite some time, as he's going to be trailing Pod 5, which is likely going to be Ariel.
Even though Zovgo is holding on to that mushroom, probably not going to chain into it, gets to that single item box and gets 4 mushrooms in total. He's got to be careful when he executes any of these. Especially he's got to be worried on taking some of these shortcuts. So he's going to take one of these mushrooms, use it for the shortcut now, probably try to get to the single item box after these 2 other folks get it. Misses it and has to avoid the boomerang, so there's some caution in the wind there.
Yeah, that's Immortal, by the way. He has this horn. He might opt to spam it here in the middle and chain it. Batter Cookie, though, has moved into 2nd place. I think they're still all trailing Funny Name.
Funny Name's in first, and he is going to get blued right now. You do see it on the mini-map. He's got nothing to stop it. He's going to try to chain hopes to the RNG gods for a horn, and unfortunately does not get any of that.
He is going to take the hit, but he is right by one of the boost ramps. He is not going to lose his position at all. Backs the green. It hits Ariel as he was rounding the turn.
But he gets shocked.
Huge shock, and this is really going to help 2nd place on back, who all get items.
2nd place is Batter Cookie. He only has a red to throw at Funny Name. I don't know if he's going to use it yet or not. But someone else passed him.
That's going to be Immortal Man taking the win. Batter Cookie did have a mushroom, but he got hit, and then he only had the red left. But a huge job there by Immortal Man to take that win down from Funny Name, and Bruh's going to be going ahead and getting 3rd place.
Good job on Immortal Man. He really needed that 1st place win. That's going to definitely help him out in order to secure a better position going into the grand finals. Funny Name is not too worried. I'm looking at his points. He is still in a very set lead.
Oh boy, I just saw a player nearly leave the group, but we're good. We're still continuing on.
Did they hit home XA?
They hit to the part where they said, like, do you want to leave the group? But we're good. We're still keeping on. And
my God. Can we stop getting the same tracks over and over?
Oh, man. We're going to the dentist. Time to check Twitch chat. Let's see what's going on
I need a drink. A child beverage drink.
rocking the Nesquik, but we're going to be going to race number 5 here. This is going to be Ribbon Road. We were just on here at the start of semifinal number 1. Hopefully we're going to get a little bit of better variation here for the finals. Bruh here in third.
As Bruh's in third place, don't worry, I was able to consume.
I didn't know, I heard like a cough. I was like, does the Nesquik taking you out or what?
The Nesquik is just building my immune system, that's what it is. Anyway, Bruh's in fourth place right now, goes for the single item box, opts out of the double, uses one of his greens to drag out his opponent, took someone else out, but I think he just fell off the course. Or not.
Arrow here, yeah, is going to be in third. Does have this mushroom. He could use this for this ending cut here in a moment. We're here with Joey, who does have a star, and likely will take the ending cut there as one of the players did get taken out. No, wow, good job there by Joey. Didn't even use his X button, but was able to avoid the red shell coming in at him.
He didn't change into that double properly, but good use of the star. Didn't use it for the cut. Gets him at a green, and Fun Name is getting blue, which allows for Bruh and Aerial Apostle to catch up to his lead as the gap is getting shorter and shorter. And you got Mozilla in fourth place with that bullet.
The player ahead of him that also had to build up as well. Quest here in second, all pacing down Funny Name. And Quest here is going to get 2 shells, a green and a red. That's going to provide some temporary protection there for Funny Name.
Oh, that shell shot.
Yeah, Quest should have looked back because now he's temporarily defenseless as that red came in. Ariel's now moved into second here with the mushroom, but it's all Funny Name here at this point.
And Ariel does have that sound horn, but it's not going to be much use to him if he's not in first place with that blue, but he could use it to screen someone else out to widen up his own gap. Wait, did Funny Name get hit? Because I saw his icon spin around.
No, it was a false hit. That's Funny Name here with double defense, and the battle there for second with Ariel and Quest and a few others is heating up. It's going to be all Funny Name here, who is going to take the win here in race number 5 at Ribbon Road.
Quest in second. Thank the Lord. And then you got Aerial Apostle in third.
He got hit, so it was a good comeback there for Ariel.
Fourth, nice.
Yeah, so really well done there, and we're seeing a lot of movement here and a pretty big battle. I mean, the 6th through 7th right now, there is an 8-point gap between the two, but there's a few players in that 7th place position that I know are wanting to break into that top 6.
Absolutely.
And there's still time. There's still one more race. It is possible if one of those top players there does get a bad race and you see a top 2 or 3 from one of those players there on the bubble.
You know, I got asked this question quite often. How does Funny Name get so consistently good at this game? There's a few factors. One, Funny Name knows how to run these tracks, all 48 of them. 2, Funny Name knows that everyone else is going to be attacking second and not letting second do his job or their job to hit first place, or even trade off as someone who can keep knocking down first place. And 3, everyone knows that for some ungodly known reason that no one's going to hit him. So
right.
If you're ever going to wonder why he keeps getting SNS championships, I literally just gave you the answer. I gave you the 3 formula problems.
And I think in Ribbon Road, we're going to be heading to Chi Beach here now. We saw a lot of the players in second not have a ton of powerful items to take him out. So that's kind of where you can warrant battling for second. But when you get in the situation of triple reds or triple shells or items that you can really leverage on a first place player, and you're racing that hard for second, that's really where you got to take a step back and let second do their thing, then take them out once their items are all used.
Absolutely. I'd say that's great advice from you. And Zago, unfortunately, after getting hit, accidentally runs into that crab. I honestly don't even know the name of that crab.
The crabs are ruthless. I actually lost an SNS by running into a crab, and it was the alcohol that got me to the position of...
So is it the crab's fault or is it the alcohol's fault?
Both.
All right.
But it also happened to Jinx as well. I know when it cost her SNS title.
Oh, no. Mozilla just barely was able to gain onto that glider. Has to start
in 5th. Joey avoids disaster. Has to go wide, but in a decent position there.
Oh, no, Mortal Man going into the off-road. That's going to slow him down just a tad bit, but it's only a small portion versus the rest of the track. And he has 2 reds to boot. One of the reds gets destroyed by Bananas is in the middle of the track, which protects Funny Name.
Yeah, Funny Name is still running free, and it's going to be up to second to reel him in. You do see Immortal there taking that opportunity, and it's going to come down to what Bruh's going to do with Immortal if they want a chance of reeling Funny Name back in. Now, Immortal's only got a sound horn, so this is really going to help.
Oh my
And
goodness.
a funny name is set for life here.
He is set for life, so that would mean that Immortal, if he does get... Never mind, there is a shock that just happens that blows everything out of the water. Funny Name recognizes the blue and is able to avoid it.
Yeah, Funny Name avoids that. There's a player in a star and a golden that's just moving on up. That is Ariel coming out of nowhere, who is defenseless now, but hopefully has the momentum to continue on. It looks like he will.
Good job by Ariel. He really needed that. Look at him. He's so hard. He really needed that. And Funny Name still gets second place, and Quest gets third.
And that's the thing, too, is when that shot came into play, I mean, Ariel was so far back, it brought him up. But
maybe he had the shock.
He could have. But with some of the other players, it all neutralized them, too. And with Funny Name's lead, just having that lead over second at the time was enough to allow him to continue with that potential, and a big break between sixth and seventh here.
There's literally a tie for first place in that qualifier, but let's go into the highlights first, and then we'll get to the scores later. Here we got Funny Name, who was able to time himself well into that shortcut, but Quest ultimately takes first place in the Ribbon Road. Ribbon Road number 1, by the way, of the semifinals. And then Quest gets a second first place finish, so that is really good for him. Then you got Immortal Man who gets bombed, unfortunately, after someone threw it forward, and he just bounced enough to get in his way, allowing Funny Name to take first.
Funny Name pretty dominant there on Water Park, and as we head into Mount Wario, it was Immortal Man backing Funny Name there with fire, but Funny Name still takes second place as Immortal was able to go ahead and take advantage of that shock. It was just all Funny Name again for Ribbon Road, and then even with the shock, it was only Aerial Apostle that was able to get past Funny Name, and his dodge really put him in a position there to advance more than likely into the finals. We'll have to see. Don't know, but that's a pretty positive reaction there, taking down that win. So scores should be coming shortly. Oh, man, do we have a huge, I'm looking here at the sidewall, a crazy list of names coming up in this second semifinal. So we're going to see what 6 players have punched their ticket into the finals, and also out of the 12 players left in semis, which 6 will advance to join these 6. So it's going to be very exciting to see how this will all play out.
We do have scores ready for semifinals number 1, so we'll see who the 6 are to advance, which is Funny Name, who's tied for first in first place, followed by Zago in third place with 55 points. Immortal Man, fourth place with 50 points. Aerial Apostle, 49 points. And you got, who's that last one?
Bruh with 46. And unfortunately for Sports Joey, Mr. Scooty, Batter Cookie, Morzilla, Slider with Cheese, and Revenge Slayer, their nights are over. But man, what a great run. And kind of interesting to see a 15-point break in between 6th and 7th. That's a full race in between. So those 6 just really kind of rose to the top there and really took over, especially too with that gap between 6th and 7th being only 8 points heading into that final race of semifinal number 1. So, man, I feel like I'm Tom because my mask keeps falling down off of my nose.
True. Tom's mask does do that as well.
joke.
But let's go ahead and take another quick commercial break. We'll be back with some more Saturday Night Speedway 120 action brought to you by Finley Mazda and Henderson. So stay tuned, folks. We got some more exciting racing coming your way.
Don't worry about me, I'm just blazing. My dance moves are excellent and with precision. Get down, baby, you can't stand in a dance competition. Glistening, flashing like a spotlight, shining like a diamond party all night. Tell me you love me, let your fly get on. Do your makeup, drop it real low, and pick it back up. Excellent, bustin' with the best of them. Simply impressive, no worrying or stressing them. I'm getting mine right now. Put your shades on and let me show you how.
For those of you who've never seen the greatest the world has ever revered, I'd like to introduce myself. Let's go! I'm out here making them mad, cause I got it. Too good at being too bad, cause I got it. Stop reaching and being sad, cause I got it. I just got it. I just got it.
Whoa, can I get a second to introduce myself? Whoa, y'all two start like Velcro. Whoa.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Saturday Night Speedway here at the HyperX Esports Arena in Las Vegas at the Luxor Hotel and Casino. Brought to you by Finley Mazda of Henderson down at the Valley Auto Mall. And we are getting ready for semifinal number 2. I'm Knight. This is Vonnie. We're just chilling. We're here along for the ride. We got Roberto or Ricardo.
I'm calling him Ricardo.
His name's Fido, though. And we got this newly acquired Luigi hat. So appreciate the kind donation there. And yeah, we're just chilling. And I mean, we're going to be going into semifinal number 2 right now. And we have Jadex, Kansai, Bear, Pidgey, Burger with Cheese, and Ankles in the top 6 pods. And then we're going to have Frago, gotta lean a little bit back here, JJ107, Cass, Giga, the Dong, and Ethan coming from second chance in. So this is going to be a pretty big one as well. And we already saw the 6 players that have punched their way in. I believe off of memory, it's like Bruh, Ariel, Funny Name, Immortal,
Quest.
Quest. Did I say Bruh?
You said Bruh.
Yeah. There's one more.
There's one more.
Doing it off of memory. Really good player. We'll figure that out. No, it wasn't Batter Cookie. Batter Cookie didn't make it.
Oh.
Batter Cookie got like 28, 29 points. We'll cross that bridge when we
get there.
I apologize. My memory's usually pretty decent. But hey, we're going to be going right now, and we're waiting for the lobby to go ahead and get created. And we're going to have 6 races. The top 6 will advance into the next round, which is going to be the grand finals. Then we're going to do a whole nother 6 races there again. So it should be pretty good. I'm still waiting for that numbing cream in my. Oh man, I got like Novocaine on the side of my mouth. So I've been talking with like one side of my mouth like working this entire time. You can't notice, but you got to fake it till you make it sometimes and play injured.
It is what it is, man. We've all played with injuries beforehand. It's not like this game requires us to be super physically and bodily able, but it does still require a lot of thinking. It does require us to be at full health whenever possible. Always take care of your health first, kids.
Yeah, I mean, especially with esports, your reflexes are definitely a key thing. And in this game, too, not only do you have to be driving well, but you also do have to kind of factor in the items and being able to dodge at the correct time. And really half-assed reflexes will definitely let you go far in esports and in particular Mario Kart. So we're going to be getting this mode all set up and ready to go. There's so many names here that could potentially take this down and qualify into the finals. I'm really interested to see how Jadex is going to do, how Bear is going to do, and also, too, we got Burger with Cheese and Frago in here who are returning. Ankles as well. It's his birthday. It's his mind in the right place. Or is he focusing on his festivities? Kansai also in pod number 2. You can't discount him. And then you're going to have some spoilers. I mean, JJ107 had a pretty solid qualifying run. And then you're going to have Cass, Giga, the Dong, and Ethan all coming in here off of some momentum from their qualifiers as well.
Absolutely, and again, it's going to be another exciting races. Just 6 of them to go. And finally, we get a new track we haven't really seen too much tonight. Mario's Circuit for race number 1 and semifinals number 2.
I feel like we were playing this a lot today, but I'm really excited to see this track. Yeah, Mario Circuit, it's a wild one. You can sandbag it, you can run it, manipulate your items. There's so many different things. There's gliders, shortcuts. So you're going to be seeing a wide variety.
I think you got your answer. Who are the first 6 in the finals? Because that's not the current race.
Oh, it's Zavgo. I knew it, yeah.
Oh.
Zavgo kind of snuck in there, too. I mean, he was getting some consistent finishes there in second and third. So
Let's see if Frago can do it this time. We can have the Go brothers, Zavgo and Frago.
Burger with cheese here, though, in first. Going to be dragging that red shells, getting off to a pretty decent start. Going to go ahead and back the red. It doesn't hit anybody, though. And it looks like we're going to be having Bear and one of the Waluigis behind him here. JJ's moved into fourth. JJ's switching to Scooty.
He took out names with the banana and now Soundhorn. And yeah, this is unique to see him play Scooty because we've always seen him play with the inward type bike. So this is new for me to see. I don't know if this is going to pay off for him or not. We'll just have to wait and see.
He's also got the Cyber Slick tires, which aren't bad tires. Definitely not the normal rollers that you see from most players. He does move up into third, though. He is defenseless, but now he has a red. So
you got to be careful of that blue. Get out of the middle.
Ankles not doing any charity here for Pidgey. Going to let him take the full hit of the blue, despite having the horn there in second. And Pidgey is going to get horned by Ankles. Happy birthday to you, too. Pidgey is just getting rocked right now.
He was getting rocked in qualifiers. Now he's getting rocked in race 1 at semifinals. Pidgey's got to be frustrated to a degree.
And JJ here third. This is just all helped Ankles right now, who has developed probably about a 10-cart length lead over JJ and Pidgey here at this point. And they're still hitting each other.
Oh, no. JJ's doing really well, but he's got to be able to manage his items just enough in order to make it to the grand finals. But this is race 1. Ankles loses his one.
Ankles has a half a lap lead right now because second and third were all hitting each other, which goes back to the funny name point. So Ankles here getting a great win.
Look at him. He's like, I don't know what happened.
And Pidgey still gets third despite the red hit.
And there's Frago in second. But I told you the Go brothers are going to take it.
Yeah, Frago, a pretty good run there. Ankles got to run away with that one. I see JJ there getting fifth. Just off of the side. So
and Bear gets fourth as well.
Bear getting fourth. So really solid run here early on. And we're going to be going into race number 2 here momentarily. And
hey, production, I got a request. Show me more of the dong. We haven't really seen them all in this qualifiers. I want to see the dong in action.
Ooh.
Please.
That's a good point. Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of Jadex that race. Not a whole lot of Kansai. But we'll see how they're going to be doing. Still plenty of action left. Let's whip out Twitch chat again. See what's going on here.
Let's see what the Twitch
Run 5K time trials.
The dong is just talking about himself.
Oh yeah, he didn't have a good race. So
I'm just gonna ignore Mini Jasper's comments because I already know who he is and he just wants to be a jerk to me.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah, I know who Mini Jasper is.
Oh.
He's a good friend of mine. He just wants to be a jerk to me.
Yeah, you know, when you have a friend in the Twitch chat, they love to poke fun at you.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. If it's not Twitch chat, I'm getting it in my Instagram DMs with him.
Yeah, you got all the deep fakes too. Hyrule Circuit's where we're gonna be going, and this is gonna be an interesting one. This is gonna play to a lot of the strengths of some of the players here in this lobby.
Here we go. I'm probably getting my request.
And we're getting the dong.
Thank you, production. I appreciate it.
You asked, and you shall receive the dong here in his epic.
Look at
mask
that mask. That is just a mask of intimidation for that dude.
You don't. It's like kind of like like those movies back in the day when there's that teacher and he's like the one leading the tension and he's like half asleep and you just don't know what his emotion is. Yeah, you can't judge the emotion of their dong. Even in this picture, I mean, he kind of upstages Ethan here right now, who's just
Ethan hits himself with the fire. That is no bueno.
He's shaking, and then you just have the deadpan look of the dong in the back of the shot. It's cinematic, to say the least. This is Cass here right now, who's made multiple semifinals appearances, looking for that finals appearance here at SNS. And Pidgey going to be getting redded here in 5th.
Pidgey's just been having so much unfortunate luck today. I don't know what's happening. Now we're on JJ107 in 5th place. You gotta be careful because there was a boomerang and a red that could have hit him.
Oh, Burger with Cheese just absolutely annihilating the Yoshi gang there of JJ.
Here's
and
Bear
Cass.
in 3rd with triple greens and a mushroom.
So Bear here trying to
just hearing the crowd
pull things down. By the way, if United is in the Twitch chat, please make yourself known. We need some good vibes for Bear, who is representing them. Jadex here in 2nd with this red shell. It's been a lot more offensive. Frago probably hasn't really played with a lot with Jadex.
Frago hasn't played with almost any of these folks before.
Yeah, so the blue's coming into play here right before. This is going to be good for Frago. Final lap here of race number 2. Tries to drag Jadex. That was actually a smart move to go a little bit wide there. But now has to be careful if Jadex is red.
Yeah, and now he's got to also be careful of Pidgey. Only has a banana, but he doesn't know if Pidgey got a double item box or not. So he's got to be careful of what he does here from this point forward. As Jadex is in the front, he gets hit out. And Frago gets
Pidgey into the lead.
Well, Pidgey's been having so much bad luck, he's finally going to get that 1st place victory he wants so badly.
Oh, you can see him. Look there, the calamity ends. Pidgey takes the win. Frago gets 2nd, and we'll have to see who ended up getting 3rd. It looks like that was Jadex.
That was Jadex.
So, yeah, that's finally some good breaks for some of the players that really needed that. And, oh my goodness, there's a 3-way tie for 5th right now here after race number 2.
Will we get a tiebreaker? Only time will tell.
Yeah, keep hitting us up in the Twitch chat. We'll be trying to check it here momentarily. Going into race number 3, and we still haven't seen a whole lot of Kansai, but we've been seeing everybody else mixing it up in the pack. Lots of chaos as usual. Hits coming in, and really it's just a matter of protecting yourself in the pack, breaking out, and just kind of banking that 2nd and 3rd are going to go at it, and that you're not going to have to deal with any of the calamity behind you. And 2nd and 3rd just need to keep an eye on that. I mean, not necessarily now because you're fighting for top 6, but especially going into the finals. It's definitely going to be more of a thing to look out for.
Absolutely. And again, like, these players all have been in this situation before. This is nothing new to them. We're going to go in the Yoshi circuit into, what is this, race 3 now? Race 4?
Race 3, and this is the 2nd time we're seeing Yoshi circuit today. And I'm going to be really curious to see who's going to opt to sandbag, who's going to opt to run this.
I'd be curious if someone in the front just decides, yo, let's just bag it instead of running it.
Judy is saying this is like an NBC broadcast. Bear, don't mess this up.
Mini Jasper telling me that I have the audacity, as we are in the Dong's perspective, as he is in 10th place right now. You can see in the top right corner the current standings of where people are at in these at least 2 races going to race 3.
Bear, Ankles, and Frago slightly breaking away there in the top 3, but it's Pidgey there with the lead. Pidgey breaking away there with the lead. Giga here in 6th with the dry Bowser, but the Bone Rattler, not Bone Rattler, Dry Bones.
Giga almost got dragged by that triple green. Somehow the game didn't detect it, so he got safe for now.
Yeah, there was so much going on there. I couldn't speak about the loadout, but Streetle, Dry Bones, good for Giga. Burger with Cheese here in 3rd. Again, returning here and going to have this red shell there for protection. 2nd's going to take the cut. That might be Pidgey just moving over into 1st. Has to be careful. 2nd place going ahead and connecting there, but Pidgey goes ahead and horns 3rd, as 1st place now has a little bit of a bigger lead.
Pidgey is like, if I'm not getting 1st, I'm not letting anyone else pass me with that horn. He's just taking it. And look at the luck he's getting right now.
Yeah, that is Bear with the bomb, and it's that Julius Caesar motto, out Vincere, out Mori, that is Latin for victory or death. As some of these players, if they know they're not going to win, they're just going to go down with the ship and try to bring everybody else down with them.
I'm trying to be eyes in the sky right now. I don't see any shock in play. I don't even see a blue in play. So these people just got to run at this point. Like, if you're already back at this point, you need to go. You need to head on up to the front.
Ankles there dodging that red shell with the horn. He was in a similar position there on Mario Circuit. Ethan there not aware that the bill was coming up from behind him. Is Bear going to chain the red? No, he's going to hold on to it for protection. Ankles gets hit, and now Bear has the red, but he isn't aware that Jadex had the red after his star. And Jadex is going to take the win here, followed by Bear. It's going to be a Waluigi there finishing in third. Oh, no, Bear gets third. It's Piggy that steals for second, and Ankle's getting fourth.
Oh, no, I just saw the dong.
Oh, no.
Getting hit with that blue. That's just unfortunate.
Ethan and the Dong, the battle there for 10th and 11th, just as dicey right there. It was off screen, but man, the two of them going at it there in the back. And I mean, that's what it is. You know, we're only showing one of the players on the point of view at every time, but trust me, there's action all over the track, especially with some of the other 11 players that we're just not seeing. And even the battles there to kind of scramble to the line at the end are getting just as ruthless. But here we go. That was the end of the third race. We've got 3 more to go here in the semifinal, I think.
Yeah, we do have 3.
Yeah.
We're going to go into race number 4 as the roulette is now actually rotating and it's going to select the course. I want to say DS. We haven't seen Dolphin Shoals tonight or Toad Harbor.
We're going Turnpike.
We're going ED.
No, we're going Electrodrome. So the nightclub stage. Super exciting. What is it? Dogs and cats? Or what is it? What's that? I need to look that up.
You can look that up.
Dogs and cats or...
I know what you're trying to say.
It's how you measure beats. I don't know. It's been a long night here so far. I don't know why. It just feels like it. But Ankle's going to be here in second place now. He's going to be battling there with that Mario. That's going to be Kansai, who has just been flying under the radar this entire night.
JJ went back to his inward routes. He's not using Scooty no more.
Oh, he's going Yoshi bike too, so he's going full on inward.
Was he Yoshi on Yoshi track?
So JJ right now in third. Kansai there, and Burger with Cheese up ahead of him, trying to get the draft. Not going to get the double, but does end up getting that side box, has the horn.
Use the back camera. Oh, I think, did he get hit by that bomb, I
think so. Yeah, you saw one of the Yoshis there going down, and I think Cass was a little bit too far behind.
There's 2 boomerangs happening at once. Someone's getting hit by something, and it wasn't Froggo. But Bear got hit, but I don't know what. I don't know if it was a banana and we just got it at the after fact. I don't know. But Bear does have that bomb, and it could be very dangerous. And then you got Burger with Cheese trying to avoid all this chaos on the right, decides to play the safe route on the left side.
Yeah, goes left, avoids Kansai and those triples. They're all chasing down right now. That's going to be pod 7 of Froggo, but Froggo might be in second. It all kind of comes down to how they're classified here on the different paths. Yes, it is, because in first, it's going to be Ankles.
Froggo just did not time that in time, and he's getting chomped out.
Yeah, Kansai there with the Piranha Plant. Froggo is just getting tossed around. And Kansai here going to be moving up into third place. We do see that that's going to be Pidgey there trying to get some reds off on first. Kansai gets around him, has the triple greens.
There is a shock. Someone does have a shock. I just noticed that right now. It's in their possession.
And it depends on how tactful it's going to be. I mean, some players probably do see it and they're scrambling to figure out what to do. And oh man, a lot of players got caught there after the set. So we're going to see a shake-up here. Ankles has been running away with a lot of these races, but has been just getting reeled in towards the end. He's got a huge gap. Is he going to get defense? He does get a bomb. So that was smart. That was smart to use it there. He's going to get, kind of punished because a player on the other path had a red.
That's Bear throwing all those greens, by the way, to try to hit Ankles.
Yeah, Bear's a little bit ruthless, and Bear takes the win. But I do think that was the better play because there were multiple shells. And I mean, I guess Ankles could have maybe put the bomb right by the cut, but there still were multiple shells behind him, and that would have put him in a position where Bear probably could have sniped him out there with those greens. So he bombed that path. It just was unfortunate, I guess, that Bear had the shells on the other side.
Absolutely, and I did look at the scores a little bit. 6th and 7th place are difference by 7 points. I don't know who is in 6th place, but 7th place is in JJ's territory right now. So if JJ can get at least a good race or 2, he should be able to make it on to grand finals. But he's got to play very smart. He's got to be a little bit conservative with his items when he needs to be, and be offensive when he really has those powerful items in his hand.
There's just so many players in the semifinal that just are not making as big of an impact as I would have thought. And we'll have to see how that'll change here. We got Dragon Driftway coming up. This is going to really hurt Jadex and JJ. Maybe they can figure out a way around. I mean, we saw Funny Name going inward in the qualifiers with Dragon Driftway, so maybe there is a chance, but Jadex going to be starting in second, and it looks like JJ will be, is he on inward still? Oh, no, he's going to standard bike. That's actually huge for JJ.
I think he
RNGing
recognized.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he recognized some of the potential danger that he can still be having, especially on a track like this. He was able to change beforehand, and obviously he didn't even know what the track was going to be. So that was a good opportunity for him to switch up. And Pidgey's just, I don't know why, every time we turn the camera on Pidgey, except for like 1 or 2 moments, he's had something bad happen to him. Whether it be someone hitting him or he falls off the track like we just witnessed.
Yeah, Pod 4's got the darkest lighting, but he has his Pidgey there, and you can kind of see the silhouette of him not having a good time. This is Giga, though, in 9. Ooh, got some greens. Gonna fire up at Pidgey.
Oh my God, Pidgey's
goes
just
down.
having a terrible night.
Oh man, Giga narrowly avoided that green there too. That was a little big.
And Pidgey's getting his revenge with that star. Oh my goodness!
Oh
Here we got Jadex in our POV right now. He has 2 mushrooms. He's going to probably fire one of them off in order to take a tighter turn, which he does. Narrowly avoids the wall. Has to avoid those bananas. Fired off the second mushroom after hitting the box, so he didn't chain it properly, unfortunately. But that's just something that happens.
Yeah, backing some fire. It's all Kansai out in first as, again, all these players are really battling for second right now. Pidgey here in second, who's trying to rally after just everything going wrong for him.
And here he's got the squid ink. Wait, who's that Mario in front?
That's Kansai.
That's Kansai? Is he pulling a funny name? My goodness.
He has been, yeah. I know Kansai's been playing a lot with like Joey and Rara. I've been playing a lot with him too recently.
Oh, what a bomb.
Good bomb there by Kansai. He's going to go wide, but he is going to get punished for it, as that's going to be Jadex taking him out.
And now Jadex, again, this is a course that is not favorable to inward, so Jadex being in first is very huge. He needs to somehow be able to maintain this lead, but if someone has a mushroom, he's going to get passed, so he can at least stay in the top spot. And he's got to be careful of that horn. He recognizes it, so he has to slow down. He rather takes second.
Burger with cheese spams the horn, but man, it is going to be ankles first, Jadex second, and a borderline photo finish there at the line. No, Kansai passes Jadex there for second, and Jadex gets third. So what a huge little turn. And oh man.
It's going to be hard for anyone to get out from 7th or below at this point because it looks almost dead set for the top 6. But this last race could change up everything.
Looks like there's a pretty big break. It was kind of just like we saw in that first semifinal. There's the potential maybe 7th could play a factor, but yeah, it's really going to come down to maybe 3 players having their destiny fulfilled here in this final race here of semifinal number 2. We're going to be going back to Bone Dry Dunes.
Oh my goodness.
This is not a track that we saw in this semifinal, but we did see it in the semifinal before.
I'm looking at the Twitch chat, and there was a question brought up. Yoshi on Yoshi is truly Yoshi, but is it Yoshi enough to be the Yoshi?
Wow, you got to think that one through. That was pretty impressive. Who said that, by the way?
My friend, Mini Jasper.
Oh, okay. Got a lot of time on his hands, it looks like.
He's working EMT right now. I don't know how he has enough time to be watching this and do his job.
Doing the Yoshi riddles.
My goodness.
But hey, some lives might have to be saved with all the carnage that's going on here in semifinal number 2. So we appreciate you keeping an eye on the action for us.
Some of us here tonight need the EMT. I mean, look at the devastation that some of these folks have
been having. Battle right now, Froggo's in 4th with 45, Bears in 5th with 44. Kansai on the bubble there with 42. Oh, and JJ's down with 28. So
yeah, it's going to be a really tough spot. If JJ can pull off a first.
JJ needs a first and
needs 6th place to pretty much get last.
6th place has to get last.
And that odd is not that favorable, unfortunately.
So JJ has a chance. It's not impossible.
Oh, absolutely not.
But Kansai has to get last and JJ has to win.
And we'll have to see. There's only 2 laps left. And Ankles gets hit by that blue. It wasn't even intended for him.
And yeah, the Blues just have been taking some gnarly lines lately. You got to stay out of the middle of the track usually, but you also just got to stay out of the path of where you think the Blue is going to go. This is going to be Burger with Cheese here and Jadex battling it out here for the top 2. They're going to be heading into this item box. It's going to be Burger with Cheese getting the double and Jadex getting the single, but he actually is going to get the hidden item box up here. Not many people know about that, and that's actually going to allow him to get a mushroom behind it.
Ain't that usually the slower path? There is a blue on the minimap, by the way.
It is slower, however, it's the path of least resistance, so you're less likely to get killed.
True, that is true. And Froggo is able to witness the blue taking out so many folks, and he gets first place back as he got hit with the blue earlier in lap 2.
You could just see him tense up, too, if you're thinking that Red was going to go behind him. But Kansai's really trying to pressure him there with bananas. And Froggo here having the red, so there's a horn used in the back of the pack. Froggo's item gets booed. The top two are defenseless. Bomb getting Hail Married. And it looks like, oh boy.
If Kansai plants this right, Froggo. Oh, no.
Wait,
he
what?
got double bomb.
He got double bomb?
He just destroyed one person.
Oh, and the blue shell comes in on Bear.
Bear out of second place.
Luckily.
Look at it. Bear is frustrated. He just threw the headset. He's like, I don't want to even talk about
the
it.
double bomb, and I think, JJ got 8th or 11th there, but man, that was just an incredible ending. And just the double bomb is something that it's very rare to pull that off and get that pull. And we do have highlights here coming up from semifinal number 2. Let's go ahead and take a look. It's going to start off with Riding My Pidgey, going to be getting blued here on Mario Kart Circuit, and then getting Soundhorn there by
How many
Ankles.
of these clips are going to be Pidgey getting hurt, I imagine?
Yeah, Ankles running away with this here in another area code. I'd be curious to see how many were Pidgey clips. Ethan here going to be getting hit by his own fire, unfortunately, there in a battle with Cass. And Riding My Pidgey here is going to go ahead and take the win on Hyrule Circuit.
Absolutely, and Pidgey was able to do a fantastic job. Here's another time where he got hit and he decided to do the hitting back. Will that turn out in his favor? Unfortunately, it didn't, as Jadex was able to take the advantage this time around on Yoshi's Circuit. Then we had Ankles, who was in the battle for first, but unfortunately Bear passes in at the last minute. Ankles gets boomerang out of position. And then you got Burger and Cheese, who was frustrated after getting hit so much. But Ankles taking another first, and Froggo getting double bombs. They were killing someone with the first bomb. The second bomb didn't connect, but Bear lost second place due to that blue.
Yeah, it's just absolute mayhem there. We're going to be having scores coming up momentarily. At least for Bear, he was always in safety of making the finals. So he was racing more for the win there at the end. But yeah, that was a huge break between 6th on back, and it didn't connect for JJ. Kansai able to go ahead and take that 6th spot. That we do know.
Don't leave. Please don't leave.
The Dong's got a sign.
Yo, show us the sign, man. Show us the sign.
The Dong says bye.
No. Come in here, man. Come on.
Yeah. Just kind of.
Come in here in the front.
We need you in the middle of the shot. There you go. You got the Dong. The Dong says bye. Good run, by the way, for the Dong too. Getting. We'll have to actually see, I think, officially where you got, but once again, great job there from the Dong.
Good balance on the forehead. Just
wow, that's impressive. That is really good bounce. Okay, this is gonna be.
This is gonna be carried out.
Oh my! Oh no, that's not his fault. That's not his fault. So basically, there's like the stanchion like ribbon for the tape, and he would have made it if it didn't cut him off. So really good job there by Dong. That's incredible. Like dexterity to be able to do that.
I definitely couldn't.
He's a man of many hidden talents. Like that actually, if that wasn't there, he would have made that.
True.
But the Dong is amazing. Appreciate him coming out and everyone else.
I just want to see him moonwalk with that water ball in the back of his head, and he'll probably do it.
Probably could if you learn how to moonwalk. And what is cool, one of the things that is getting set up is all of the players are going to have their names listed here for the grand finals. So it's going to be pretty exciting getting some visibility into who everyone is at every given time. Because I know too, our team here has been on the side panel, has been going right to the next round. So it's been a little bit difficult to try to call out who's where at what point in time. What is that, Ankles? Oh, Ankles is making a prediction that he's gonna win tonight because he's got that
just because he has birthday plot
armor, and it's gonna allow him to.
If he watches enough Naruto, he can have plot armor there.
We have the scores. Let's see what Ankles' score was here in semifinal.
Not enough.
And he tied for the win. So don't rule Ankles out. He has played. I gotta get the number on my phone here.
But remember, Funny Name and Quest, they had 71 points tied. This is Pidgey and Ankles on tie of 63.
Yeah, the top 4 are all within 3 points. Kansai and Bear also rounding out the top 6. We got Froggo, Jadex, Ankles, Pidgey, Kansai, Bear. In no particular order.
This is a dominant top 6 because if you see the bottom 6 and their points, the gap is so wide.
Yeah, Burger with Cheese, JJ, Ethan. Great run by Ethan though, coming out of Second Chance. Normally we see that player from Second Chance not making it in the bottom. The Dong getting 10th. We just saw him. You missed the incredible water bottle trick that he did. Cass and Giga going to be rounding out semifinal number 2. And this is where it gets really exciting. Grand finals here on deck. Get ready to head to the hype tunnel. Bruh, Aerial Apostle, Immortal Man, Zavgo, Quest, and funny name, that's going to be the group from semis 1. And from semis 2, it's going to be Bear, Kansai, Froggo, Jadex, Ankles, and Riding My Pidgey. Going to be the ones going from semifinal 2 into the grand finals as well.
I swear, because there's Zavgo and Froggo, I knew the Go brothers were going to take it, even though they're probably not related.
Oh,
but
no,
I swear I thought you said Froggo twice.
Nope. No, I did not. And we're getting some predictions here. Pidgey getting carded is peak SNS coming from Slate. Rar is in the chat here saying, if the birthday plot armor doesn't work in Lounge, it doesn't work at SNS. And so what Lounge is it's a pickup system where you can go ahead and you can basically practice in different modes. Free-for-alls, every man for themselves, and teams. And Ankles by far, some players like to time trial, some players like to play in Lounge. Ankles has, I'm going to get the number here. Ankles, are you...
While you get that number...
He's changed his name. So we'll figure that out here after the break. But when we come back, though, we will have the grand finals here of Saturday Night Speedway, brought to you by Finley Mazda of Henderson, down at the Valley Auto Mall. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Saturday Night Speedway 120, brought to you by Finley Mazda of Henderson down at the Valley Auto Mall. I'm Knight. This is Vonnie, and we are here for the grand finals of Saturday Night Speedway. We got 12 racers all queued up. We just saw the semifinals. Any predictions? Any opening words, Vonnie?
Well, You've seen what everyone else has been able to do within the last 3 qualifiers. You've seen what the 2 that had the fight out of second chance had to go through. You've seen what semifinals had to bring to the table. You've seen the gaps in points. We are at the 12 final racers who've proven that they deserve to be in the grand finals. And only time will tell if one of those 12 will be a new SNS champion, a repeat champion, or in Funny Name's case, a consistent champion.
Some Twitch chat users already predicting Funny Name is going to continue his dominance, but will there be a player that will be offensive in that second place position that will try to put some pressure on Funny Name, or will the entire group try to prevent Funny Name from breaking out of the pack? I mean, you kind of have to have this sort of herd mentality to take down a player as dominant as Funny Name, and we just, week after week, we just don't see it. We don't see that the players kind of getting on the page of being able to tackle down, you know, that champion. And are they doing squats? Are they like?
I think 2 to 3, maybe 4 people are doing squats. I don't even know what they're doing. And then you got
Funny Name's just doing his jumping jacks.
Here they are. They're coming down from the high tunnel, actually ready to play. They're getting ready to go, and then someone's trying to dance around the world or something.
Well, Bruh's got the Heelys on. He's just kind of gliding. That came in pretty smooth.
He can't glide on the stairs.
No, not on the stairs. It was on the level part. But here we go. Grand finalists here for SNS 120. You got Bruh, Aerial Apostle, Immortal, Zavgo, Quest, Funny Name, Bear, Kansai, Frago, Jadex, Riding My Pidgeys in the last spot, and pot 11 is going to be Ankles there. So this is going to be exciting to see how this will all play out. Will the plot armor for Ankles be good enough? I'm staring directly into his eyes as he gets set up here.
He's not even looking back.
Yeah, he's getting ready to go.
Will the plot armor work for Ankles as he tries to win SNS 120? Will Pidgey finally get looked at without being hit and showing any signs of frustration? Will Bear be able to secure another win and get another ESPN clip? Will Funny Name take home another championship gold? Find out tonight in SNS 120.
All of these players, by the way, are MKC players. It's no doubt that all 12 of them have some past experience before. Bruh being on PMA, and Ariel on PMA, and Immortal there's on SRG. We got Zavga from PMA. I think Quest is from Upload. Funny Name is from PH. Bears with E United. And Kansai PMA, Frago with PH. Jadex PMA. Ankles, I think, is the Cat Knights. And Riding My Pidgey PH. So it's a combination of a variety of different groups. A lot of them do play together, practice together. But it's exciting to see, you know, that these players are just practicing for hours generally, sometimes a day. I know we had 4 matches in the last 24-hour span. And we had different players from a variety of the group here at the SNS community playing in some of them. So it's really exciting just to see like how they just put in the time and they just naturally end up back here. And great for Frago too, for you know being back here after so long. I think we haven't seen Frago since SNS 100 or maybe around the time that Danny Fathom came back into town. So
it's like
gonna be exciting.
There's like 4 or 5 of them looking for their first SNS victory, right?
Well, Bruh is looking for his first. Ariel for sure is looking for his first as well. Immortal did become an SNS champion. Zavgo
He's looking for a second, yeah.
is looking for his first. Quest is looking, I think, for what is
his second?
Second, or did he
second?
tie? No, I know.
I do have.
I think it might be a second or third. Yeah. Funny Name is looking to just become the New England Patriots of SNS.
Lost only got 1.
Yeah, he's been close multiple times, but he's only got 1. Bear's looking for potentially his like 4th or 5th at this point. Kansai's looking for his first. Frago is looking for his second. Ankle's looking for his first, and I think Pidgey's got at least 2 potentially. So I know Pidgey's looking.
Pidgey's got 3. Bear's got 4.
Yeah. So should be interesting. Multiple champions, some brand new, and all eyes going to be looking to take down Funny Name if you're a betting man here.
If you're a betting man, you're probably going to pick him as your consistent favorite, which, if Funny Name wins tonight, he'll beat Glitch for the most amount of SNS wins, which will be 23, because he's tied with Glitch for 22 wins in total. Between him and Funny Name, that's literally 44 different SNSs, and we're at 120 right now.
Yeah, they've literally taken over a third combined. And then you got to factor in somebody like Sneaks as well, too. I mean, putting him into the mix. That's going to be pretty incredible. But yeah, Funny Name is just good at what he does. I mean, he's pretty high up in the pickup lounge game. He's going to probably be playing 150 tomorrow. He is one of the division leaders of 200cc, and he's been a mainstay in Pacific League, which is the league featuring Japanese and Australian teams as well too. So here he is at SNS, really just picking up where he left off. We're going to be going to Royal Raceway here. I think this is the second time we're seeing this track tonight.
I think it's the second.
And we're going to be getting started here with race number 1 of the grand finals here at Saturday Night Speedway. It's going to be Bruh here on the pole, taking the field of green.
And here we are finally getting underway. Here are our 12 racers. We are on this perspective. I do not know right now who that is.
Oh no, that is our friend with the, that's Quest. Okay, I didn't know that was Plot Armor Ankles. They all have the same loadout. The Quest burnt out.
Plot Armor Ankles is, I don't even know where he's at. He's
Ankles
in 6th.
is in 6th. Yeah, some of them switched their loadouts, but Quest there working his way up from the back. Bear is here in the middle of the pack, has triple mushrooms. Going to be some mushrooms behind him, as Immortal and Ankles are going to be up ahead of Bear at this point.
Yeah, I do love the fact that the arena has allowed us to have our names up on there, so it makes it easier for us to even see out who's in what pod exactly. So that way we can make sure to call in the right plays. And they can have situational awareness of who's in what spot and who they need to take down. But I'm looking as eyes in the skies. Funny Name's just running away with this track. Look at the gap he has between second.
Yeah, they let him get out to first, and he is just running away. And, you know, everybody has to, even trimming, he has a 10 coins, which he does.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little bit cut off here with our camera placements, but he's just on another area code, and it's going to come up to the group to kind of reel him back in.
Ankles is trying to think that there is plot armor for his birthday to get first place. He's got to do something now as we are going into that final lap of Royal Raceway. And you got Jadex, who is spamming that golden mushroom, trying to catch back up with the rest of the pack, and he's in 3rd place going into 2nd.
It's up to Kansai and Jadex right now. 4th and 5th, we're taking each other out. Blue Shell's coming in. This is really going to neutralize things. Jadex actually taking a little bit of a cautious approach here, because he thought Funny Name might have stopped on that shortcut point. And
now
Jadex passes.
Oh, Funny Name, you have to be careful of that bouncing green. Well, wait a minute, he's still in first. How did Jadex get hit?
What? We're going to have to run that back. I don't know what happened to Jadex there, but Funny Name just inherits the lead again, double defense, and this is going to allow Funny Name. Kansai is the only answer here, and it's going to be all Funny Name. Kansai avoids the back. Funny Name Kansai is your top 2. Jadex is in a battle there for 3rd.
Yo,
I want to know what happened to Jadex.
Can we get a replay, if possible? What happened to Jadex?
Over the glider in first?
He passed Funny Name as he got hit by the blue.
Can the chat bail us out here?
Yeah, he passed Funny Name after the blue happened, and then I don't know what happened to Jadex afterward. Was there a banana on the floor that he just hit? I'm
he
lost.
must have hit something on the glider that sent him back.
We got last race results going in, so we can see where everyone's stacking up right now. You got Funny Name in first, followed by Kansai, Jadex, Quest, Bear, and Pidgey. Those are our 6. And we got 7th place, Ariel, Immortal Man, Zavgo, Bro, Ankles, and Frago as our bottom 6. So this is where we currently are at within the standings. And we only have 5 races left.
Cruiser is saying he thinks that Jadex crashed on the wall. Oh, he just shroomed into the left wall.
I'm trying to think, would that really stop his momentum like that?
Oh,
unless they directly dead him.
Yeah, because he would lose any.
Yeah, but if he hits on the side of his vehicle, he shouldn't have lost that much momentum.
No, it does. Trust me, it happened today in 200.
I'll have to try that out for myself later on.
We are going to Trainbow now. So this is one of the original Rainbow Road tracks. We're here with Kansai in 2nd overall. Funny Name is still out to the lead. Kansai is trying to shake and bake and draft him, but goes right into the trap and pays the price for it.
That is just unfortunate. Kansai has to suffer by falling off the track after getting bumped off and dragged by Funny Name's banana. You got Jadex to the red and a mushroom. He got 3rd last race. He's trying to somehow pull something together in order to get first place overall. And now we got Pidgey, who is fighting amongst the other 3 competitors in the top spots.
Frago takes the lead from Funny Name. This is going to be a great position for Frago. Frago ended up getting last in the previous race here on Royal.
Funny Name does get hit.
Good job. See, Quest is being aggressive. Kansai is being aggressive. These players they have to be aggressive around Funny Name. And now this is going to help Froggo out as Pidgey is getting fired.
There's Funny Name, he threw that fire, and there was a blue shell. Someone jumped out the course a little too early, and that is Froggo. Now he gets to suffer.
Oh, but Jadex got hit by it as well.
But now Funny Name's in front once again, and he's got a horn and triple mushroom.
Oh, no. So that mistake there actually benefited Funny Name, and Funny Name...
He's got no defense. He wasted that horse, and now he's getting hit.
But he does have the mushroom.
But is there a second red coming for him? No.
Funny Name's going to take it right there. Yeah, so a little bit of a miscue there between, I think, Froggo and Jadex. You can tell that there's people getting visibly frustrated right now.
I'm literally hearing someone's wanting to hit the desk.
Yeah, and it's I get it because that's a situation where Funny Name should have won that race, I'll be honest.
He really shouldn't have, but again, Funny Name's taking advantage of everyone's mistakes.
Yeah, Jadex kind of went into that blue shell radius there, and Funny Name's going to take it. Then it's going to be Bear, Quest, Pidgey, Froggo, and Kansai. That's going to be Zovgo, Ankles, Immortal, Ariel, and Jadex. So Jadex falling all the way back there after that blue hit.
That was just unfortunate. And the blue hit Froggo. Froggo mistimed the blue. So Jadex couldn't really, predict a way to avoid it because he didn't know Froggo fell down and it's going to reset him back in the center of that track. So he needed to go super wide or super tight. And that was just almost an unprecedented situation that he was just unfortunately
after race 2, Funny Name nearly has a full race lead over the entire group.
He's got 10 points above Bear, who is second place.
Yeah, 14 points is still going to push you in that mathematical running. And Funny Name's already 10 points ahead of Bear. So
I'm looking at the chat right now. It looks like it's a Kansai party and hoping that Kansai can actually become a champion.
Kansai was aggressive at the beginning. There's been a few players that have been aggressive. It's been Kansai and Quest. And a few other players were trying to get up there and be aggressive too. So you gotta give some respect there to Kansai. He still rallied to a 6th place finish. So he's still in that hunt. And we're going to be going to Twisted Mansion. This should be a better track that should allow some players to catch up here with some of these shortcuts.
Again, all it takes, you got to kind of work together to take down one man because no one man should have all that power. But unfortunately, they're allowing him to do so, and he's taking advantage of everyone's mistakes.
Yeah, Funny Name doesn't even have a whole lot of power. He's just driving smooth, and everybody's
We've had previous racers taking advantage of these same mistakes, and these top racers recognize it all. So, I can think of Glitch. I can think of another racer who used to got a bunch of wins, and they took advantage of all this. That's how they know how to win.
Kansai here in 6th. He's getting heavily pressured there by Bruh, but luckily, being a smaller character, it's allowed him to get the double, but Bruh has the last laugh. I guess who's in first, you guys? It is...
the one and only.
Funny Name. So let's see what everyone's going to do. Bear's here in 2nd overall. Has the sound horn. He's taking a look. Quest is behind him. He's throwing a... No, the red
I thought he was going to horn that for a quick second. Not going to lie.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous. But Funny Name is going to get hit with the blue. And Jadex is going to once again take over with the lead.
Jadex wants revenge after getting that last race. He's got to be careful of that bouncing green. And Funny Name used his back camera to recognize the bouncing green too.
Oh, and he still got hit off the ricochet. So Pidgeot's going to move into 2nd. Ankles is going to move into 3rd. But Funny Name's still going to remain in that 5th position with multiple shells.
And now we got Ankles with triple greens. He's going to be a little bit of a danger to anyone in general. We are in the final lap. JX in 1st place. And there's a blue shell. He does the after you.
We're going to see what happens.
That's going to hit Pidgey. Oh, Ankles. What a read.
Yes, the plot armor gets around the blue at the very least, but this is actually going to move Funny Name back into a decent position here.
Funny Name's still in 5th place. Ankles in 1st place. What a read against that blue.
Jadex is in 3rd.
He might just change for this green and coin to the double. I don't know if that's going to benefit him or not. If Bruh has something to attack him.
He's going to have to move that back as he's got no defense. Ankles here going on a ride for his life.
I'm looking.
And the red's coming in. No, and Bruh's going to take it. Jadex, no!
What? Who got first?
Did Jadex take it? Jadex got it.
He popped off.
Something just flew. But, hey, dude, that was a pop. I mean,
oh, my God.
We were on the wrong camera angle for that finish. We were 100% on the wrong camera angle for that finish. But you could see it a little bit. Jadex was able to get by Bruh because Bruh got hit by
the last second,
I think it was like a boomerang. Maybe at the line. So Jadex taking out Bruh. Ankle still gets 3rd.
I think someone might have a little bit of a switch issue in pod 1. I don't know what's happening there.
That is going to be Bruh.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there, but looking at
We're
this
taking
result,
a look at Pidgey's clip here as he just gets annihilated back down to 11th. Go back down to 12th ultimately.
I can't wait for him to see it on his phone later.
It's
if
an
he cops the
8-point
kill.
gap. So Bear netted 2 points off of that exchange there with Funny Name. And
So I
Jadex,
think Bruh's okay. We just can't see his screen because the screen is pitch black.
yeah, I'm not sure what, I mean, those two went at it. I'm sure stuff went down. Like, Jadex went the other area code and back. I didn't even look at Bruh.
Literally, as Ankles, before he got hit, Funny Name was in 11th, but he got back up to 6th place at the end result.
Yeah, there was a lot going down there, and we are going to be going to Piranha Plant Slide.
This is race 4.
For this one, race number 4, and we are going to be going here to Ankles, and we're going to keep on playing. We're going to have to just keep you updated on Bruh. We probably don't.
Well, we'll have to see it on this side because we won't be able to have access to his feed, unfortunately.
I'm not sure what happened there, if that was on him or just, I don't know, but
I don't know.
We got to continue on here. Froggo getting hit out early.
Froggo, not a good side. I think he got hit by one of the spinning bananas. And look at everyone else is just taking each other out.
Yeah, Kansai got hit. This is really going to help Jadex here, who is in first. We got Funny Name right now in 11th, getting hit to the back, and Jadex has now moved into 3rd overall with that win.
And we got Bear right now with the single mushroom, fires it off, goes into the double, and he gets a red and a boomerang. He does not have a mushroom to take this cut. Well, he might, just as he throws it, he gets hit with the red of his own.
Yeah, he got side-shelled there. Froggo here in second, going to be trailing Jadex. Luckily, that green broke on itself, so that's not going to be a factor. And it looks like Jadex does have some defense, at least from our point of view of Froggo, so he's holding on to that shell for protection.
At least there's no shell shock happening right now, but it's only a matter of time until I can see a lightning bolt, and I don't see anyone having it at this moment in time. Zygo with his horn is going to use it either for defense or for offensive purposes. We'll have to wait and see, and he also has a red in pocket. Fires out the horn, probably going to chain that red into the doubles.
Froggo going to be getting a bomb and a green. Is he going to back it? No, that's actually a smart move because there's going to be a lot happening. He's going to wait for the cut. Immortal already got hit prior to the bomb before the cut, and that just bottlenecks up the bottom. So this is going to be a Froggo and Jadex drag race here at the moment.
Someone does have a blue in pocket. I just witnessed it. So we got to be careful and see what
Jadex is listening. Prepare accordingly.
Accordingly, so this is a track that favors him.
Funny Name is in 6th right now, so that's going to be your tournament leader.
He's getting hit hard. He's back down to 9th.
Well, Jadex is going to get hit in a good spot here, so this will at least help him a little bit.
But someone else is going to pass him right now. It's going to be Froggo.
He's got Froggo, and he's going to get green.
He hits him! What a play!
And Froggo actually used that shroom by, I'm thinking back, oh my gosh.
Jadex, you monster!
And Jadex just
what are you
took him out. Funny Name goes back to 7th. And this is a brand new tournament now.
Jadex, you are a monster. What are you doing? What type of Nesquik you drinking? You're drinking that double chocolate?
Jadex has turned into I'm not going to make the cliche a completely different player, but it's close to being true. He's becoming much more offensive, and it's helping him with the fact that he's an inward. Quest getting 2nd, Zav go 3rd, Bruh 4th, Pidgey 5th. Funny Name did pass a few people there at the line. And
there is a calm error that just happened, so these players are not going to know where they stand for the next 2 races, unfortunately.
Yeah, you guys got to calm down.
But I just did the math right now. Jadex is only behind by 2 points.
Yeah, he's only down by 2. Quest is only down by 7. Bear's down by 9. So this has really opened the door. Even Bruh's mathematically involved. They're down by 13. But yeah, this has now turned into a 5-way race.
Literally, stop Funny Name. We can get a new champion today, and we can finally have a 2nd inward champion. It's not just me. I don't have to be the sole inward champion.
Jadex was looking very good in this qualifier. I will say that. Let's take a look here at what the Twitch chat is saying.
They want him to have the dub. They want Jadex to win.
Yeah, I'm just seeing more constant. I don't think my Twitch chat refreshed.
I just have the stream paused here so I can see the Twitch chat.
Yeah. Man, this is just becoming just
this is brutal.
This is a crazy run.
Only a 2-point difference between 1st and 2nd. Jadex in 2nd, Funny Name in 1st with 43 points. Jadex with 41 points in 2nd. Jadex needs to beat Funny Name, and Funny Name needs to have a bad spot or 2, and Jadex can win. He can take it home tonight. But he's also got to be careful of Bear and Bruh and a few other folks, because they're not that far off from them either. Even though they have 40 points right now, everyone else is around the 36 era.
Yeah, and I mean, still, Funny Name is a well-respected player, very skilled. He's been in these situations before. And we have, 3 more races to go?
Something like that.
2 or 3?
Two, because that was race 4.
That was 4.
So we got to go 5 and 6. And their scores are reset. They won't know what's happened. We won't know what's happened until production finishes up.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if you're Funny Name or JX or even some of those top players, you're taking a quick note of, okay, I'm down 7. Okay, I'm down X amount of points. JX is down 2.
I'm trying to keep the mathematical equation in my head for where JX and Funny Name are at, just because one of those two is going home champion. And that's the most likely scenario, but someone else can pull something that I don't know and change the entire game.
Yeah, this might have been like I'm just gonna speculate here. This might have been like an intentional disconnect because we did get Bruz's feedback. So now we're having all 12 players' feeds ready to go. And we're going to have a little bit of time in between this. This is making the suspense a whole lot better as we're going to be heading into the penultimate race, more than likely. My phone just completely froze, so I can't even see what's going on right now, but I can assume
I can see this chat.
that it's getting pretty crazy.
So yeah, we're going to see what's happening here. Someone's asking if Encore is still doing Mario Kart. I don't have the answer to that.
Yeah, ask Kiyuya that question. Yeah, we would not know the answer.
Yeah, and it looks like, here we go, the roulette's actually happening. We'll see where we land up, and we only have 2 races left. This is race 5 right now. We're going to Cheap Cheap Beach.
And the crabs will get you. The crabs will make all the difference in who stays and who goes and who could be champion here.
I'm already keeping tally of 2 people, and that's the only 2 I'm going to focus on and see where they're at in points.
Well, I'm going to call the race because I'm not about. No, just kidding.
No, absolutely. We're going to call the race as is, but I'm going to keep that as a separate tab.
Brod's going to get the whole shot here, so hey, that actually is going to benefit him. Jadex is starting in the back, so this is going to play a little bit of a factor, at least early on, but this is a good enough track where you can draft up. Jadex here in 10th, going to charge up a mini turbo, stay off to the side, avoid some caution passes, a few players.
He's trying to get a little bit of that draft going, which he does, but he only goes for the single eye box. He doesn't go for double. But he has a mushroom. He's not going to take that little cut area. He's going to save it for later. And we got Funny Name, who got hit out hard with, I think, a green.
Yeah, you saw his brother there dragging that banana. That was probably giving him a little bit of anxiety, as it would for anybody. Kansai here is in 9th. He was one of the leaders here up at the beginning. It's kind of faded into the middle of the pack. Zavgo here in 8th, though, with a mushroom and greens. Watch this.
He hits 1. He hits 2.
He hits 2.
Does he get 3 for 3? He's going to hold on to it. We'll have to wait and see.
He's banking on somebody trying to run into him. But if he throws it here...
but he gets hit and loses that 3rd shell. And he's got to be careful because that was Jadex with the boomerang right behind him.
Yeah, but he does screen Jadex out of that double box. Ooh, green and a bomb.
Jadex, good draft right there. Has it red. He still has 2 more throws on that boomerang, as you can tell with a little meter around the boomerang in the item selection. Hits Bear out, and now he has to worry about hitting this dry Bowser, who, if I recall, that's a Mortal Man.
Yeah, Funny Name is in a 10th here in the pack.
He's probably farming for a shack or something big.
Yeah, in that pack. So it just goes to show you, if you get stuck there, it's going to be no man's land for a little bit. Bear avoiding the green. Froggo screens out Pidgey from that item box here. The battle for 3rd and 4th.
Who did not get dragged?
And
How did none of them get dragged?
Yeah, Pidgey avoids the drag, but it doesn't avoid the tree.
Jadex in 2nd place. Funny Name's climbing up the ranks. He's in 6th right now.
And if you're Jadex, just focus on consistency here. Immortal is going to do the after
he's gonna get punished. Jadex
avoids it. And keep in mind, Jadex here, no defense. Let's hold your breath here. This is going to be
I'm holding.
3 unanswered here for Jadex.
Jadex gets the 1st place. Funny Name is down in 8th.
And this is where the tide's going to be turning.
So now Jadex is the leader of the pack.
Jadex with 15, Funny Name with 5. It's now an 8-point lead unofficially here for Jadex.
Just thinking about it, because Funny Name is at 3. He got 8th place, so that's like what?
You got to factor in where Bear is in the mix here a little bit. We'll see. Bear ended up getting 9th place. Yeah, so really the key number to think about right now is Jadex was down 2 over Funny. Now he's up 10. Jadex is up 8.
Now, this is going to be very, very crucial for Jadex. He cannot let the peer pressure get to him. I understand that you are nearing a potential SNS victory, but you need to be collective of yourself. If you're not calm, you're not collected, you're going to lose it all.
We're definitely not hyping this up. So I'm just gonna let's just participate, and we'll talk about it after. But yeah, I mean, 8-point lead here right now. So this is the final race. So basically, Jadex just mainly has to get like a top.
He needs a
4 or
good
5.
spot, and he needs Funny Name.
He needs
to get
like a
in
top
fast
4
spot.
or a 5, and Funny Name. That's assuming Funny Name wins, but this could go one of several ways.
This could go
Quest taking the lead.
sideways. Right now, we are on Quest right now. We have the coin. Has to be careful with Mortar Man dragging, and he gets hit by the drag, followed by Aeropostale with that mushroom. Trying to get the draft, and unfortunately did it. He's going to take the pink path. He tried to switch to the green at the last second, but couldn't. Ooh.
Yeah, those bumpers are pretty tough. We see Froggo getting out to a good spot there. And look who it is. In first place, it's going to be Funny Name, who managed to get a clear break from the field.
I'm hearing a little bit of arguments going on from the side as we are nearing pods 11 and 12, so I hear a little bit of that chatter going on.
I heard it pick up on my mic as well. I don't know if that was ankles or
I think that was
or
Pidgey
Jada.
that time around.
Yeah. Well, Quest here in second, Funny Name there in first. And it's really going to come down to like all the players here and how this race is going to change. Funny Name does have double defense right now. We got to look at where Jadex kind of is.
Jadex is in 9th place.
Jadex in 9th, yeah. So this is kind of where
everyone
no man's land.
This is literally like everyone in a sense needs to cooperate to take down one dude, or we just go home and let nothing else happen.
Well, I mean, at this point,
oh my
at this
God.
point, there's no clear winner. So this is, if I was racing this, I wouldn't be focusing on Funny Name. I'd just be focusing on myself and focusing on getting the best spot I can.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at right now, Jadex just went up to 4th place. There is a blue shell coming to play.
Jadex also has a bill in 4th place, by the way.
I know, and he activates it. So that is Jadex's bill in 4th place, going to catch back up with everyone else right now. There's the bill. There he is.
This is the battle we need, the drag race between the two contenders.
Did he hit Funny Name?
He hit Funny Name.
So now Jadex just has to collect this double item box. He's got 2 defense. This is in a good position. At this point, if I was him, I just protect myself. Don't even worry about
keep in mind, Bear is still, I think, mathematically in this, but with Jadex in second, it's not as big of a factor right now. Jadex
just protect yourself. That's all you got to do.
The line. Bear doesn't have anything. Is this going to be 4 unanswered?
No,
for Jadex?
no, it's not. Zavgo's going to take first, but Jadex gets second.
Jadex gets second.
Funny Name gets third.
And I think that might do it unofficially. We'll have to see what the official results are.
We'll have to see. This might be it.
Funny Name did get
this
third.
This probably is it. I don't know. I'm looking at Jadex right now, and he's like...
But it's going to be by literally like a matter of we're talking like 2 or 3 points.
2 or 3 points. That's still a big difference on who wins and who goes home. Unfortunately,
Jadex also got like first, second.
He was doing phenomenal. Tonight probably was his tonight.
The minute I saw him in qualifiers, I knew he had a chance to win. It's because he was playing much more offensively.
Absolutely.
Now he's got 8 up on Funny. So actually, I think if my math serves me correct, that could be a 6-point gap. But we'll see. Bear also down by 13. I think he was a factor in early. I think I know which way this is leaning. I think we're going to have a new winner.
I think I have a good educated guess of who just won tonight, but all I know is right now that is nerves. I am looking at him right now, and he is like nervous.
We got to wait till this is all official. And I think a big component of it, I mean, we're talking like a 5 or 6-point win. I think what really ended up doing it, and you know what play I'm actually thinking of? We have highlights coming in here. Hopefully, we'll probably see the clip I'm mentioning.
Let's talk about the highlights
the one on
first.
TM.
First, we got Funny Name, who was able to dominate Royal Raceway, even with one of his defenses being stolen. We got Kansai, who got unfortunately pushed out after trying to draft behind Funny Name and gets hit by the banana. Froggo taking himself and a few other players down by mistiming the blue dodge, falling off the course. Funny Name still got first, even though he lost his horn early on by using it.
And this is TM. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. Ankles gets around Pidgey there, and we don't see that clip of Jadex narrowly passing. Bruh, that was, I think, the play that could have been the tournament winner. Also, this one, too, of him getting around there for first on Piranha Plant side. So this is win number 3, potentially, here for Jadex in a row. So, yeah, the win second. Is that going to be enough over Funny Name? Zavgo does take the win there of Electrodrome. Jadex getting second. And remember that it was Jadex down by 2, and I think with the gap from those last 2 races, that should have been enough to put him over. Bear and a few of the other contenders there, they didn't end up coming into the fray as much as we would have thought in the last 2 races, but we got to wait for the official scores here everyone's kind of just, I guess,
There's
like
a few people
low.
standing around like the stage. They're trying to figure out, did they win? Did they not? Who's going home second? And below, who's our champion? We are just a few moments away. We don't even have the results because the room DC'd. So we don't even have the official scores until production can get everything settled. Because JDX had 41 points going in before the DSC. But we got the scores. Let's see who won.
And it's going to be JDX by 10
our new
points.
SNS champion.
I actually didn't think it was going to be by that much.
First time SNS champion. And the third inward player to win SNS.
That is actually a really big accomplishment on the inward side. You saw a funny name there in second, Zav going third, Quest finishing in fourth, and Bear tied for fourth as well.
Are we going to do an interview? No, that's my question.
In fifth. That's going to be, Ankle's got sixth. Pidgey's going to be getting seventh. Ariel 8, Bruh 9, Immortal 10, Frago 11, and two of them tied there for 10th. I mean, the points are literally so narrow between third and fifth, and then sixth and like eighth, and it just goes down. I mean, it was just so many individual battles, but the key one being that JDX won by 10 points.
Again, phenomenal job by JDX. That just shows you the hard work and dedication of time trials, item management. He knew this time around he had to be aggressive because he played so much defensively in past and previous SNSs.
That's literally been his downfall before. Is he played very defensive. People were very vocal about it. I know even I was vocal about it at points. People could not get around him because he played so defensive. He plays offensive, and this is what happens. And now, to win 3 in a row and get second and take it out from underneath the funny name, that's probably one of the best ways that you could probably win a tournament, in my opinion.
And again, I'm trying to think of I was the second inward champion. I've done it multiple times. JX
Who was the first?
The first was Marshall T. Cooper, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so he was the first one to do it, and then no one else has done it at all, because I think he only did it once. Then I've done it 4 times.
He won SNS 4, he tied with Pluto, the Rocket League player, I think. I think he tied with Pluto.
That's true. And now JDX finally the third inward player to actually win an SNS title.
Second one outright, technically, because of the tie. So you were the first, he was the second outright, undisputed. But third overall, yeah.
That's true, because I also have a tie under my belt. I got my first win. I won the second one with a tie, and that was with Bear, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
But again, not to take away from his win, this is his night. He finally got what he's been looking for so long. He gets that $200 prize pool. I wish we had a plaque to give him, but you know what? Great job on JDX. And fantastic racing.
I'm just thinking now, I don't even think we've had a new champion since Cynic.
Because Funny Name's been running, because everyone lets Funny Name run. Look what happens when you actually stop him. Someone new can take over finally.
Let's take a quick look here at the chat. Retnick saying congrats. Allied Esports saying congrats to JDX. Jasmine, congrats. Swag Money, or not Swag Money. Kevin, Swag Ceratops. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys all giving the congratulations there. But yeah, it was an incredible ending to the tournament. I
don't think we get a chance to interview our new winner, but
I don't think
maybe
that's happening.
another time.
We got to wrap this thing up. So any closing thoughts, Vonnie?
Great SNS all around. Again, you never know what's going to happen. This has been some fantastic racing. We had 34 players outright, 3 qualifiers, one second chance, 2 semifinals, leading up to the grand finals with our new SNS one-time champion, JDX. Now, the question will be afterwards, will he be able to retain that title next time?
We're going to have to see. Again, super exciting, and you can always find us here at the HyperX Esports Arena here at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Vegas if you want to get down on the action here at Saturday Night Speedway. But for Vonnie and myself, that is going to do it for us here for Saturday Night Speedway 120, brought to you by Finley Mazda of Henderson. We are going to see you next time, next Saturday. See you on the track then, and Godspeed.
Have a good one.